It is JDF. Listen, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I just pushed record, so I'm going to speak from the heart. I think today we're going to talk about being yourself and being you. And the hardest thing to do is to be transparent. I think, for me at least, I was always stuck in this world way back in the days, growing up as a kid, of not saying no or being the yes man. But you know what transparency is all about? Is getting down to the bottom of the problem. If you have an issue with someone, honestly, the best thing to do is just go and talk to that person, confront that person, not confrontation. There's a difference. Just confront, be transparent, and ask them, hey, instead of all the gossiping and all of this and all of that, is there an issue that we're having, or is there a problem? And then you can work it out. So sometimes I think people aren't transparent. And I know we all have to wear a mask in life. I know that. I get it, because you can't say how's your day going? You're going to be like, my day's crap. How's your day? I get it. We all have a mask. But at least being transparent and being a man of your word. Those two things, I think, will make you the toughest, biggest, baddest man or woman on the planet. Is because, number one, you can't buy trust. You can't buy your word. If you break it, it's broken. No one's going to believe in you. No one's going to trust you. So that has to be built from the beginning. If you say something, you got to do it. Just don't say it because it's getting you out of a situation. If you say it, then do it. That's your word, right? It's gold. It's priceless. You can't pay for that back. Also, it's not for sale, right? So being a man of your word, and then also just being transparent. Sometimes you got to say no. Don't just be the yes man. I used to be out there and say, oh, I'll do this. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I can do that. The only problem is I said yes, and I'm not going to let people down. So that's where my issue was back then. So I learned just now to be you, but also be transparent. Be a man or a woman of your word. If you say something, then do it. And if you don't, then you need to own up. You need to step up and be responsible. There's no one better that I respect than someone stepping up and saying, you know what? I own that. That was my mistake. I apologize for that. What can I do to make it better? Sometimes we got to own up to our mistakes, and there's a lot of people that don't do it. So that's what I think we're talking about, is being a man of your word, being transparent, and just own up on your own BS. You know what I mean? All right. That's all that's on my heart. Have a good day.
Not much advice I'd want to give you, because it's the pain that drives your success. It's the stumbles that make you get back up. These lessons can't be taught. It's the experience one has to learn. Sometimes people say life isn't fair, but it's all how you look at it. There are lessons I could teach you, but you're the only one that must make the choices. Sometimes we'll lose the battle, but you must win the war. Wounds hurt, but now they're battle scars. I had to let you fall because God picked you back up. Life isn't a race, it's a marathon. Your longevity will tell your legacy. Good job, Jay.
Fall. Well, it's been a while since I wrote. I'm sure at times everyone has moped. But this ain't me. I don't want to go back to where I was. All I could do is pray and hope, shake it off. But when I do, my mind says, nope. How do I deal with this? How do I even cope? I don't want to slide, but it is a slippery slope. I'm struggling, I'm grabbing, I slip because I missed the rope. My emotions are overflowing like a waterfall. The words I speak are positive. Well, at least I think they are. Overall, with stress occurring regularly, it's too fast. It's a hand-side. Emotions are throwing like a curveball. But how can you even breathe when the air feels like ethanol? I want to fight back my mind. I want to brawl, but when I punch, I'm on the ground. I see the takedown. I begin to sprawl, but I miss. All I can do is crawl. Then I disappear. I'm gone. And it's just me staring at the ceiling wall. People can see my pain. You can see it in my eyeball. The sun would shine, but the darkness moves in. It becomes a rainfall. I'm all over the place. like a human pinball. So I delay and I begin to stall. Please, God, take my hand before I fall.
How do the people you want opportunities with see your value? You see how I'm sitting right here and everybody you just named is sitting right here with me. My partners are sitting right here. Everywhere I go, my partners are with me. If I'm in Dubai, if I'm in Africa, if I'm in Morocco, if I'm in Ghana, you there with me. Because I'm a rep this set. You got to show your partners how valuable you are.
That's right.
Do you just do what's required or do you go above and beyond?
Right.
I want to go above and beyond.
I never ran from anything because I never had nobody to go to. I've always had that, where I'm going. Home to get me. Ain't nobody there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've always been in a situation where I'm forced to deal with it myself, so.
Let me tell you what comes on the road to success. If recently, at any point in the last 12 months, you've experienced doubt, if you have a lot of fear or anxiety on the road you're on, or if you've experienced those emotions recently about what you're doing, you feeling like an imposter, like you have imposter syndrome, like nobody knows, I don't really know what I'm doing. You're on the road that I think you should be on, the right road, the road less traveled.
Surround yourself with people that's just as hungry and eager to learn, eager to succeed as you are. And don't let nobody talk you out of it.
Shit, yo, how is everybody doing? Oh my goodness. We back! We are back up in this bitch. Oh boy. All right. We gonna have a great show. Am I prepped?
Nope.
I give you the honest truth, right? Prepping for a stream. Inside deep in the trenches reaches out to me. They're like, hey, Fanward, ASJ, they're blocking anyone who gives the inkling of what zacherytaylormcginnis posted. Blocking them, just straight blocking them. And I'm like, Jesus. Look, man, this post right here has got the community shook. I'm talking like people are scared to speak up. People who are deeply involved are like, hey, can you say, I'll tell you this, but don't say I told you. When I tell you people, I don't know if people are scared of him, scared of blowback, scared of negativity, because that's the spin now. That's the PR spin. If you post this, you're spreading negativity, not awareness, right? So that's where we at today. We gonna get into everything. You like, what about this? What about this weak ass apology? We gonna get into that. What about we got ASJ's apology. I have so much to share with you. I got new ASJ court docs. You're like, wait, Henry. Wait. What do you mean newest ASJ court docs? I don't know how I can say it without saying it. You like new ASJ? Yes, new ASJ court docs. Like, yeah, we gonna talk about it. You like, well, you gonna show us? Yeah, sure. I'll show you real quick. What your boy, Brent's boy. Where's Brent? Brent in the chat. I'll show you what your boy ASJ did. Whoops. I'm all messed up. Dang, my camera all messed up. Jesus, man. Look, man. Holidays. Hopefully everyone had a great time. And shout out to my man Chad, who used his membership super chat, guys. He says, hope you enjoyed your week with your daughter. Shout out to the Resilient Army up in this bitch. Like the stream and become a member if you aren't one. Yes, yes, yes. Please become a member of the Resilient Army, man. We growing. We small, but we resilient. You know what I'm saying? We small, but we resilient, right? We small, but we resilient. Shout out to LeBron Fat. I was in Legacy of Nerd stream yesterday. But anyway, salute to you, Chad. Salute to you. And Chad be on Discord, guys. All of the information breaks on Discord first for the most part. For the most part, things break on Discord. I'm working on like a major interview that I am fingers crossed going to happen tomorrow. And it's Power Rangers related. You like, wait, Henry, I thought we talked about this. You only do Power Rangers about once a month. You did three to four streams of nothing but Power Rangers. I know I have. I know my Twitch people like, Henry, you ain't said nothing about Twitch. I know. It's hard serving two audiences, but hey, look, man, I'm only one person. And last week I had my daughter for the entire week. So the stream I did do, it was a struggle stream, but we somehow made through it. But you know, first and foremost, I want to thank Francis and Matthew for helping lead in the charge to exposing Zachery Taylor McGinnis of Galactic Productions, and you know, for him making such a hate-filled post about many people's childhood heroes, Jason David Frank, the original Green Ranger. And guys, if you do not know, if you don't know, maybe you don't. You know what I'm saying? You're like, Henry, I really don't know. Zach still has Jason David Frank's picture on his website. You're like, no, I checked. It's not up there. Trust me.
Dig, bro. You like to dig.
If you go there, it's still there. I'll post a link. You guys want to go check it out yourself. You're like, I don't believe you. Okay, whatever. It's still up there. So despite him making such a heinous post, his pictures are still on his website. I imagine he's still selling his signed merch. Nothing has stopped for Zach other than him making a half-ass apology and then going under the radar. Okay? And I know people don't know. So Zach is a booking agent, right? He's the owner of Galactic Productions. And the way it works is he gets a percentage of whatever he books. So if you slated to make $10,000 over the weekend, you know, he gets, 10% of that, which would be $1,000. And for when I say a long time, he represented some of the top talent or most popular Power Rangers. You know, there's Walter Jones, Karen Ashley, ASJ, David Yost. And these were his marquee Power Rangers. And for a short run, you saw them everywhere. I'm talking London. This was a great sale. You know, I'm sure they made a lot of money. But what most people don't know is even his current clients are unaware that he said this about Jason David Frank. Completely unaware. To the point where I know that they're unaware because, everyone's favorite person who's on my channel, Brent, he was out in some con in San Francisco, hopped off the private jet. And here is a post of Daniel Logan. I don't know who he is or where he's from, but you're about to see Brent notify, hey, Daniel Logan, do you know that, the person you're signed to said this about Jason David Frank? And there's the post right there. There's him saying, hey, look what your booking agent posted. And that's what this is all about, guys. Spreading awareness, not necessarily hate or negativity, as Austin St. John would like everyone to believe, who, if you don't know, is currently blocking people for merely mentioning or asking about his relationship with Zach Mcginnis. This is where we're at right now. And I know I never would have thought, someone who touts themselves to have morals and doing the right thing would be blocking people for just incurring, like, hey, you know, when we support you, is a portion going to the guy who said he was glad Jason David Frank was dead? Can you just answer that question for us? Well, as a result, you're going to get blocked. And we're gonna go through all of that. We're gonna go through his post. We're gonna go through Zach Taylor's post. We're pretty much gonna go through everything I did not cover over the weekend because I had my daughter, and you know, these stories were breaking like that every day, breaking something new, something new, something new, something new, something new, and I just couldn't do it. You know, my shout out to my daughter. I love my daughter, but she's going through this thing where she doesn't want to stay asleep. She's like, no, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna wake up. So, We'll talk about everything related to the post. We'll double back to some of the things that Francis talked about, because, you know, to be fair, guys, to be 100% transparent, as I told you during the last stream, I wasn't gonna stream. Francis said she wanted to say something, and I was like, okay, cool. I got my daughter, but you want to talk about Zachery Taylor McGinnis? Have at it. Here's the platform. I'll do all the marketing. You come up. It's your day. And we gave her, you know, her moment, and we're so happy and thankful for Francis and other people who would like to speak up. So, anywho, I know a lot of people have instantly requested, like, the client list is still up, that they be removed from Zach's website, because it is a bit misleading, because the way it works is he may be able to book some of these people, but they are not exclusive to him. Okay. So, and with the Star Wars people being on there, with him wishing the late Peter Mayhew a slow death, is repulsive, completely repulsive. But we're going to get into all of that today. So with that out the way, guys, with that long introduction, like, well, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? We have, before, you know, clients not being aware, we did show you proof that's done. Star Wars community likely unaware that he wished death upon Peter Mayhew, which was his first marquee client that basically launched his career. And you know what? Let me do something real quick. Peter Mayhew. Oh, Peter Miller. What the hell? I don't know what that is. Mayhew. Peter Mayhew. All right. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Austin St. John blocking people, asking about Zach, which I got proof of. You got proof? Yes, I got proof. We're going to talk about why Austin St. John took no stance against Zach. You know, how deep is their relationship? How far does it go back? I'm gonna take you way back. So we're gonna go through Austin St. John's post, and we're gonna Austin St. John's court case update. We're gonna end it with Zach Mcginnis post, and then we're gonna have a major announcement for tomorrow's stream, which is gonna be a huge. If I land this interview, they've already, you know, kind of conditionally agreed to it. So it's just a follow through, you know, and I have all confidence that they will show up, and they will show out and give a candid response to how they feel about Zachery and maybe Austin St. John, and just the whole ordeal coming from a higher up position in the community. All right. So now, with that out the way, guys, do me a favor. Like the stream, and let's just start getting into the content. Give me 1 second. This is not a Gatorade announcement, but I am parched. I am parched. But anyway, how was everyone's weekend? While I load up this content, you like,
oh, man, I record and it keeps.
Like, how was everyone's Thanksgiving? Hey guys, I'm here. How was everyone's Thanksgiving? Was it good? Was it fun? Did you do something interesting? All right. Now, this is for, this is a special post, right? I see Francis in the chat. Let's go to this video right here. Matthew was on and Matthew spoke out about basically ASJ being at a vendor booth in Comic-Con, right? Being at a vendor booth in Comic-Con. And of course, someone sent me a video of Francis at a vendor booth in Comic-Con, right? And let's just take a look at it.
Bruce Amanda over there. As you can see, it like zigzags. Technically.
So what you're about to see is Jason, Dave, and Frank at a vendor booth, right? You about to be like, wait. Why is JDF at a vendor booth? Well, let's add context to it, right?
All the photos that you can do. There's Mr. Jason. It's so exciting.
Look, everyone's excited.
All right, so we are on our way to meet David, Jason, Frank.
David, Jason, Frank. Hey, she excited. You know how it
and
is.
OMG is going to be so excited. Look at his excited face. Look at his face. It's so exciting. And here?
Who is that? Who is that? Is that Francis?
All right, we are in line. Gonna get this sign.
Woo woo!
Our friends are here. There's Jason himself.
Is that Francis? There go JDF. And guys, if you've never been to a con, this is typically how it works. Now, what you see is Toy Tokyo, right? Toy Tokyo. All right. And this is Toy Tokyo's booth. And through the context of it all, Toy Tokyo asks Jason, David, Frank, will you be at my booth? Can you do this as a favor? JDF, according to Francis, said, of course. He said, of course. And he did this. All right. And what they do is typically, you know, when it's a line like JDF's, you see that line that is probably like out the door. People like, hey, it's not free to meet JDF. Well, it's free to meet him. But if you want a signature, you know, things you get, there's a cost associated with it. He said he don't charge. As Francis said, there's no guarantees with JDF. So people will always book them. But here we go right here, guys.
About to pay for this and get this done.
Look, and this right here, this is what your boy Zach Mcginnis is selling. I believe for $1,000 signed. This picture right here, signed by JDF.
That's the one I'm watching now.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Not too bad. How you doing?
Good, thanks for asking.
Look at Francis, y'all. You see Francis? Look at her. I know some brothers are starving.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir.
I saw him in Legacy of Nerds chat. She had them things thangin'. Whoop, 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 whoop. She had the things thangin'. And people were paying attention.
Yeah, just sign.
Take a picture. We'll be 80 today.
80?
So signature and picture are 80, right? You like signature and picture are 80? I mean, this is great, right? Signature and picture are 80. Back in the day, I don't know when this was. When was this? 6 years ago. Signature and picture are 80. What if I told you, right? What if I told you just a signature now is 80? Not from JDF. Not from JDF.
Okay, so it's just for the signature, right?
And the picture.
Oh, nice. Wow. That's awesome.
Shenanigans.
Look, happy, like, oh, sweet deal. Yoink, give me that.
Shenanigan guy. What? No, just sign.
Really?
Yeah. When I'm gone, I don't want to ruin that for someone.
Okay. Right behind them, okay?
All right. You gave her 80, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Next person? I don't think there's
This is crazy, guys. Anyone was there?
Me and Bruce over here are like happy, like little boys.
I just wanted to give you some context. And let's capture the signature. Look at this experience, right? Now this is way more than I got. Way more than I got.
How are you, man? You good?
Honor and pleasure.
Nice to see you.
Always. Yeah, it's a video, so we'll just work.
Look at this. Look at this. Man, this is rare. Look, 354 views. 354 views. Man, you would think something like this would have way more. But this is the thing with JDF. He did a lot of things like this back in the day. Whereas now, you pull out a camera at Comic-Con, they'll tell you get it out their face. Hey, come back. I'm working. I'm this. I'm that. Blah blah. I'm telling you, it's a weird experience now. And this is not for everybody, but some people are like, hey, I ain't talking to you unless unless you Brent. You know what I'm saying?
I got money.
I mean, it's unfortunate that it come down to that, but that's just what it is. Right?
Awesome, thanks.
Thanks for coming out today. We were all stressing out.
Oh yeah, I got you. Sweet, appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Damn, man. I know people right now are wishing they can have this experience, Wishing. I was talking to the insider, they're like, yo, man, I wish I could have.
Thank you guys. All right. Yay.
I don't see legacy in there. But this is how Comic-Con is, guys. This is how it goes. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, $80 for a picture and an autograph? Jesus. Oh, man, people sending me stuff in my email. I'm like, I can't even show it. Give me 1 second, because I sent myself something. And I don't want to show what someone just sent me because, guys, I get a lot of information. And what typically ends up happening is I have no idea if I can show it or not. Or whatever. And it just comes with the territory. It says it's in there. Where is it at? All right, there we go. All right. So if you wanted to see Austin St. John, the price is going up. So and a lot of people are like, hey, what's going on with these prices? God damn, they looking at the prices like, wait, what? And yeah, they were literally $60 a few weeks ago. You know why? Because I was there. It was 64 a photo, 64 a selfie, 64 an autograph. And I believe the bundle was $100 for both. Don't quote me, but it seems like the prices have increased. Hey, Rocky Payne, depends on if it's a flat item like an 8x10 comic book poster or collectible like a helmet or sword. Flats are $60 each and $80 for a collectible. I'm like, God damn. These was not the prices at Ranger Stop when I was there. Like, Jesus Christ. Jason David Franks was $60. $60 for an autograph, $20 for a picture. You see what happened, right? When JDF passed away, everyone benefited. Because now the money that they were going to spend on Jason, hey, they can get some. And now, hey, we need signatures from everyone became popular. Hey, we want everyone to sign his pictures, everyone to sign a toy, everyone to sign a collectible, all that good stuff. Well, guess what? Prices came up. Prices came way up. Now, these are just Austin St. John prices. I'm sure he's not charging the most. I'm sure he's not charging the least. But, now you can go because this is kind of like taboo for something. For some strange reason, the price in Comic-Con is taboo. But I do know, Fayetteville, Comic-Con, they do try to kind of keep the price a little lower for the fans. And all that good stuff. But these are his prices. So if you guys plan on going to a con and you want that ASJ signature on a collectible, it's going to be $80. Like, what? They were literally $60 a few weeks ago, which I can confirm. This has to be a mistake. Please tell me it's a mistake. These prices have been posted like this for several weeks now. What? What? Oh, no.
Stop the cap.
No. Hey, how long ago was Ranger Stop? Brent was with me at Ranger Stop. Do you remember the pricing? I remember the pricing. It was definitely not like this. So, hey, this is just to get you guys affiliated in this whole... It was set like this for weeks now. Team Austin. I don't know if this ASJ or someone from his team. Okay? Now, let's get into the history, if you will, This is your good boy, ASJ, and Zachery Taylor McGinnis. And someone said the magic of lying. Hey, look, man. And I also want to thank Jonilda. She sent the Cash App supporting the show, guys. I appreciate all the support that I get from the community for sure. If you want to support, Cash App, Super Chat. But most importantly, do me a favor, like the stream. And I see Brent in the chat. Guys, just do me, if Brent get too crazy out of hand, just send the Brent emoji. Just send the Brent emoji. But let's invoke our fair use, our fair use rights for this post, right? This is Nottingham. I'm coming from you. Compliments of our guy. Bad boys, what you gonna do? So people want to know, like, why did ASJ make a post or a not post? However you view it, some view it as an apology or acknowledgement of something happened. But it's not that. See, what most people have been doing, instead of addressing the issue, let's say head on, like let's just say like a Tammy Frank, where she's like, hey, I want to take some time and not react on emotion. This post Sunday was absolutely disgusting and heartbreaking, which it is. I am aware of Zach and my husband not getting along, and it was a mutual feeling. This post crossed the line 100. I am horrified that people can actually use this platform to make comments like this, which it is odd. Let me see if I can make this bigger for you guys so you can see it. Ooh, a little too big, which is too big. This happens. Jenna and I are in disbelief that someone could say that they are glad my husband is dead. I myself would not ever say something so derogatory. Jason was such a giving and kind soul. People might have their own opinion, but should keep to themselves. Why spread hate when we have so much of that going on in the world? Tell me your thoughts. And, it's some notable comments in here. You see this HenryResilient guy. He had a couple things to say. What did he say? It's absolutely disgusting for Zach to post this. I hope Zach gets what's coming towards him, which, it looks like he is, but in a roundabout way, he's not. So look, who's Zach? Who's Zach? Who is Zach? And this is what's happening, right? This is what's going on in the Power Ranger community. Everyone is like, who is Zach? Hey, Zach Taylor McGinnis, he is a booking agent for Austin. Hey, there go me, right? Hey, I just go straight for the facts. Booking agent for Austin St. John. Booking agent for Austin St. John. Oh, okay. I think who else was in here? Nakia, well said. Catherine, I'm appalled, disgusted, completely insensitive and cruel. It doesn't matter what beef Zach had with Jay. This is inexcusable. I'm sorry you had to see this on a difficult day you're facing. Yeah, on the anniversary, he posted this. And on the anniversary of all days, you see Sand, you see April, Serena Vincent, I believe she's in the Legend of the White Dragon, so on and so forth. A lot of people making the sentiments the same, but it is what it is. What can we ask for realistically? What can we ask for? Even Wiki did like a little update before it was taken down, trying to give the post as much credit as possible. On the first year anniversary of Frank's death, his former agent, Zachery Mcginnis, celebrated his self-transitioning with a social media post making horrible claims against the actor. Several people indicated that Mcginnis was dismissed by Frank for a host of criminal behavior. They put the criminal on there. They put the bad boys. Holy crap, man. And as a, they put the criminal behaviors committed by Mcginnis and the appearance agency that he owns, Galactic Productions. Damn. Now, a lot of people are like, hey, did you fire him? Did you not? Some people have said, hey, I haven't had any business with him whatsoever. I mean, Karen Ashley, this is good that she spoke up about it, right? This is her speaking up about it. This is her saying, hey, he posted this. What is the saying? When people show you who they are, believe them. Sending everyone love today. Love is greater than hate. I agree, but this is so confusing. It does not address anything. It looks to be like some random post that no one knows why it was made or why, Going back, there's a young Matthew right there, young Zach, young Karen, young ASJ. I don't know. She photobombing. I don't know who these two are. Sorry. But they all were a collective unit back in the day. Right? You like, damn, Henry, you like.
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
This picture is compliments of Matthew, though. He brought it up. Karen is way too vague. And a lot of them are way too vague because they all made money with Zach. And speaking of people making money with Zach, here's your boy, ASJ. ASJ, fresh off the boat, back from, saving lives and catching grenades and throwing them back and leading the charge of, driving AC-130s and being an EMT. Here you
Austin
go.
St. John, the original Red Ranger, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Where are we going?
Original Red Ranger, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is that, guys. This is the guy who made the heinous comments about JDF.
Next year?
Nottingham.
Notting what?
Nottingham.
Notting Hill? Maybe? Notting Hill? MCon?
Look, these are BFFs. This is some
love of my life
type stuff.
April 30th through May 1st. Who are we going to be with?
Man, Walter Koenig. He's cool
Walter
as hell.
Koenig. Chekhov of Star Trek.
Chekhov. The coolest guy.
Coolest
from Star
guy of all
Trek.
time. Funniest person on the entire planet.
We're going to be there with Clive.
I mean, and this just to show that, hey, their relationship goes deep. 8 years ago, guys. This is 2016. 2016, way back. I'm talking back. Here's your boy Zach. If you know.
Hey guys.
This is a young Zach. This is probably, not corrupted yet, Zach. This is probably Zach who doesn't, probably hate JDF at this point. But, this is him getting into the game. And I believe, I really can't see on the wall, is Peter Mayhew and Chewbacca. I really think so, but I can't make it out.
Zach Mcginnis here with Galactic Productions. Make sure you check out PfeifferCon this summer.
All right, so this is him plugging PfeifferCon. He runs Galactic Productions. I just want you guys to have a picture with the face. We'll get to some other stuff in the moment, but he made this post, right? He made this post, basically wishing that, he's glad, saying that JDF is dead. He said he's glad that JDF is dead. And everyone knows that Austin St. John is his agent. Okay? His agent. So why would Austin St. John not fire Zachery Taylor McGinnis? Right? You're like, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad, Henry. Like, I don't know what you're getting at. All right, well, let's go through a timeline. You know me, I love a good timeline, right? You guys remember this interview? Do you remember this interview specifically? You might. We're only going to play a minute of it. We don't need to see the whole thing to get the sentiment of how Austin St. John felt about JDF, right? So this is November 19th, 2020. Because I know that there's this whole propaganda that they squashed the beef. They, we buried the hatchet. That was so long ago. No. When you see the timeline and you see Austin St. John's post, everything is going to make so much sense why he would not abandon Zach. You like, how can he wish death, be happy someone's dead and still be, hey, I'm not gonna condemn what he said. I'm not even going to acknowledge what he said. I'm just going to make some blanket statement about mental health. Not on the day Jason passed. Not on the day, because I've been living in Jason's shadow since I came back, and I'm tired of living in his shadow. Every interview, people want to ask me about Jason. When I'm at cons, people are wearing Green Ranger outfits, getting my signature to say, oh, now I got yours and Jason's. I've been living in Jason's shadow long enough. I'm not posting on the anniversary of his death. Hell, I didn't even want to really announce that he passed, but if I didn't do that, it would have been 2 on the nose. So here we go. 2020. This is what Austin had to say about JDF.
A house in Glendale, trying to save extra money.
Right.
Okay. So he's talking about, hey, we're living together, me and Zach. I'm trying to save extra money. We're only listening to about a minute per clip.
I live alone, sure, but I wanted to live with the others so I could save money.
Right.
And they wouldn't do it. And then at the end, they cut Jason, Frank, Amy, and Dave cut a side deal, probably through Frank, where after they all promised to walk with us and band together.
Now, let me correct something. At no point in time did JDF ever say he agreed to walk away with 19-year-old ASJ. Like, no, not one point. He denied it vehemently. Okay? Vehemently. And shout out to Eric Parshell, who said, I would never betray or speak ill of someone who gave me their shield in my time of need. How will we ascend if grudges weigh us down? Let us go. I've got words for these bullies. Hold on. You said, I got word for these bullies.
All right. It's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time. Let's go, Eric Parshell. Thank you so much for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. Shout out to you. And actually, you're the sponsor of the show. Thank you, Eric, for sponsoring tonight's show. But let's get back into hear what ASJ had to say. He's already accusing JDF of cutting a side deal and flipping people against him because he was leading the charge, which turns out was a lie. He was not leading the charge. He was the face, but not the one behind the scene pulling the strings. It was actually Walter Jones.
It was only Walter Twee and I that had the balls to stand up for what was right. And now the Frankendouche says to the world,
"What?
You got to have thick skin if you're in Hollywood."
What did he call him? Did he say Jason David Frank? I'm sorry, guys. Let me rewind that. Did he say Jason David Frank had said you had to have courage? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe my ears had some wax in it.
In Glendale, trying to save extra money.
Right.
Could I have lived alone? Sure. But I wanted to live with the others so I could save money.
Right.
And they wouldn't do it. And then at the end, they cut Jason, Frank, Amy, and Dave cut a side deal, probably through Frank, where after they all promised to walk with us and band together, it was only Walter Twee and I that had the balls to stand up for what was right. And now the Frankendouche says to the world,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You got to have thick skin if you're in Hollywood. Okay. Or you can have no standards.
Oh, no standards. Okay, no standards. ASJ is a man standing on standards. Standards. And shout out to my man Dust, who said, I heard orange is the new red. Everybody liked the stream. Yes. Salute to my man Dust for the donation. Yes, please, everyone like the stream. But you hear this, right? You hear a ASJ saying no standards. Frankendouche, no standards. Frankendouche has no standards. I'll run it back for you one more time. You're like, but I thought they buried the hatchet. Yeah. No, they didn't.
Jason, Frank, Amy, and Dave cut a side deal, probably through Frank, where after they all promised to walk with us and band together, it was only Walter Twee and I that had the balls to stand up for what was right. And now the Frankendouche says to the world, you got to have thick skin if you're in Hollywood. Okay. Or you can have no standards.
All right. Sure. All right. No standards. Now, I know what you're saying. Hey, Henry, this is an old ass clip. Yeah, it is. It's roughly 3 years old. 3 years old. I'm sure 3 years, things have changed. They have changed, guys. 3 years. Okay, well, what about a clip that's a little older than a year old? What about that? What about that? What do you think he had to say about this back then? It's a super chat that's about to come through, and he's about to say this. Clip is like a year old. And what happens is these clips kind of slip through the cracks, and these moments get glossed over. But when you're like, well, why did ASJ not have a stronger response about his booking agent saying he's glad Jason David Frank is dead? Why would he when he feels like this towards him? Why would he? Why would he care? Because he probably doesn't.
So now the team was divided, and they had already promised him.
Hold on, let's go.
White Ranger role.
The second part is, and what was the last episode you filmed at what point in season 2? Do you remember your last episode?
So a super chat question came through, and they start asking him, hey, what was the last episode? Do you regret leaving? Things of that nature, which I showed you. Walter Jones thoroughly regrets leaving. I've showed you in an old interview him saying it. Go watch the Black Ranger stream where he kind of breaks that down. And what happens as time goes on, you get revisionist history and you say, oh no, I don't regret walking away at all. I'm fine with, my current level of stardom and success and this and that. I'm fine. And I think Chanzo asked this super chat question. And what did he say? Why would JDF leave the show again after he had already left twice? Twice as the Green Ranger, then returned as the White Ranger. ASJ was never leaving the show. JDF was never leaving the show. This was a ploy by Walter, and ASJ was the face. You got to think of it. There's an age gap. There's a success gap. Why with a person with their own successful business, take advice from someone who got paid $20 to audition and who fancies themselves as a leader? Just because you play a leader on the show does not necessarily make you a leader in real life. All right. But JDF was never leaving. And shout out to my man Dust for dropping a membership. Salute to my man Dust Productions. But JDF was never leaving. Let's get that clear, right off the rip. He saw the long-term benefit of being in the movie, where ASJ and Walter only saw the money. And some might say, hey, they still may only see the money.
It's really hard because at that point we were filming 2 to 3 episodes in a week. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you guys know it was all broken up. There was Command Center Day where 2 or 3 episodes of Command Center are shot in a day or two with different wardrobe changes. I really have no idea. It would have been, they knew I was leaving, knew they had already divided the team because Jason Frank had stabbed us in the back.
Whoa.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Jason David Frank stabbed you in the back? Nope. Wait. I know, guys, my hearing is off. Your hearing is off. I know what y'all thinking, like, wait. Some people, this clip may be new to people. Go check out Power Rangers Playback. Great channel, great interviews, great cast. Salute to Catherine and Nakia. Nakia is standing on business. She said, F Zachery Taylor McGinnis.
No, it was all broken up. There was Command Center Day where 2 or 3 episodes of Command Center are shot in a day or two with different wardrobe changes. I really have no idea. It would have been, they knew I was leaving, knew they had already divided the team because Jason Frank had stabbed us in the back and had converted David Yost and Amy Jo, talked them into staying. So now the team was divided and they had already promised him the White Ranger role because he wanted the leadership slot and knew he would get it if I left.
Right. He was getting that leadership slot even if you stayed. He was way more popular than him. It would have been, Saban would have shot himself in the foot if he continued to have you as the leader of the Power Rangers when you wasn't even the most popular one.
So it would have been right after.
But this is a year ago, right? This is arguably 7 months before JDF passed. So 7 months before JDF passed, Austin St. John is on a national televised live stream talking about how Jason David Frank stabbed him in the back by converting Twee and converting David and converting Amy to stay on the film. And unfortunately, when it comes to this story, the details get murky, but ASJ holds firm that that's what happened, right? That's what happened. And then what happened, right? April 20th, 2022. This happens. And then the next thing you know,
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Arrested. Freaking FBI open up! Kicks in the door, pumps in the 4-4, and all they said was, Big Papa don't hit me no more. You see how it works? Bam, shit. JDF didn't even have to respond to it. Karma came and got his ass quick fast. Now, I know if you've been here for a while, you know what JDF said, right? You like, JDF, he called him Franken-Doo. She's accused him of stabbing him in the back. You can tell Austin St. John does not like JDF. In fact, after I read the super chat, I'll tell you something. Chanzo said, ASJ didn't stand on morals when he came back as the Gold Ranger. Oh shit. Like,
hey yo, what the fuck?
Damn. He sure threw all those standards out and returned to Zio after working at the bar. Damn. Oh, Chanzo pulling out the receipts. Look, God, he was in a bind.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
And he's probably still in a bind because them lawyer fees are just adding up. When we get to his court case, you're going to be like, damn, they're adding up to the point where he's appearing without his lawyer at some things. Because I'm like, look, I know about law. I'm getting sued right now. You want to show up with your lawyer, it's going to cost you. There are some things you can just avoid showing up with your lawyer. But if you show up with your lawyer, shit, you got to pay an appearance fee. Then you got to pay an hourly rate. I know all about this lawyer stuff, right? But Chanzel's exactly right. All the morals and shit went out the window.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
He got in a bind. Fucking rent was due.
Rent's due, motherfucker.
And next thing you know, he's back on set. He's back on set. Now, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Oh, snap. Sorry about that. Everyone goes through issues, right? But what happened was ASJ put his foot in his mouth. ASJ put his foot in his mouth, calling calling JDF a douchebag, calling JDF a backstabber. And then you guys know sorry, give me a second. One clip I did not load. I'm over here struggling to pull it up. After ASJ got arrested, give me where's my clip? There we go. This clip is epic, guys. You got to go check out my boy, Nerd Affiliated, the whole crew, right? The whole crew. You've probably seen this clip if you've been around on the channel for quite some time, but I want to build the storyline. I want to build the timeline. Of it all. Because JDF, right here, he could have went in after Austin St. John got arrested, but he chose not to. We all saw this, right? You like, shit, Henry, we saw this. I'm like, yeah, but I'm trying to show you the story. I'm trying to give you a timeline. I'm trying to explain to you why Austin St. John would not make a, RIP post, why he would stick up for Zachery Mcginnis, why he would do all those things, because he does not like JDF, even now.
Frank was doing, see, the allergies are starting to kick in. He sent me a video that Jason David Frank was doing a live stream. He actually made some comments on it, which I found very, very interesting.
I don't know how Nerd Affiliated found this. I can't find this anywhere. So every time I want to bring up this clip, shout out to Nerd Affiliated, go sub to. OBS disconnected. Oh snap. Okay, all right, cool. Hopefully we're good. Give me a second. OBS disconnected. I gotta check some stuff. All right, it looks like we're good. Looks like a false alarm. All right. JDF could have went in, and Chanzel was right. When ASJ got outed by TMZ for the FBI situation, JDF made a video saying, hey, don't judge JDF, ASJ, love Power Rangers, I have so much to say. All right, here we go right here. For the people who didn't see it, because I know I got some new people here. They're like, we never saw any of, look. Hey, I wasn't aware of this. I know, but you got some people who are new here, and then you got some people who've been here. The people who've been here, they're like, yeah, we know about all this ish. But I got new people here who've never seen this clip. They never heard of Nerd Affiliated. Hell, I even got people on Twitch like, yo, what's going on with this Power Ranger stuff?
So let's give that a watch real quick.
I want you to watch that for one reason. Watch his whole interview and watch how he literally just hates me.
Hates him.
Watch my interview on Comics Coliseum. And when you watch it, tell me now's the opportunity where I could jab. And I'm not going to. Here's what I'm going to tell you. When this comes out and he talks, forgive him. Straight up. People make mistakes. Certain people know how he is and all. Yeah, I'm too nice. It's just the way it is. Forgive him. Make your own judgments. Do not let it destroy your childhood dreams of Power Rangers, okay? We all make mistakes. Thank you for telling me it's time's up. Now, with that,
you see, you see how it could have went down. He could have kicked this back all the way in. He could have said, "Hey, don't support him. Hey, don't do anything. Power Rangers is cool, but don't support Austin St. John. He's been charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud. They got him receiving $235,000 for Austin St. John Enterprises, giving somebody a kickback of $23,000 and investing the rest." You know, he easily could have said that, but he didn't. He took the high road. He took the high road, right? He took the high road to someone who's calling him a douche. He took the high road to someone who's saying he stabbed him in the back. And what road does Mr. Stand on Morals take when his booking agent says this? What road does he take? Does he take the high road? Does he get out there and say, "Hey, look, man, I want to get down to the nitty-gritty"? What road does he take? This is the road he takes when his best friend or quit friend or whatever you want to call it posted that hey, I'm happy JDF is gone. Hey, Austin St. John, what's your take on this? What's your take? Well, he didn't have a take initially because what was happening was it was blowback. It was blowback. So he's like, how do I handle this? How should I go about, addressing this? How about I don't address it at all? How about I just say nothing? Because if I say nothing, people, my diehards are going to think I said something when I didn't say shit. What does he say? Hey, I'm deeply saddened to see hurtful and negative sentiments being expressed. By who, Austin? By your booking agent in the Power Ranger community, people making them about your booking agent. This is that vague post that it's a word salad. Just bleh, bleh. I'm gonna put together a bunch of buzzwords. I'm gonna throw in the 988 lifeline, and then I'm gonna say, let's come together on positivity. That should go over well. And if that don't work, when people start making negative comments, I'm going to block them and delete them. And I'm going to show you proof of that. So he's deeply saddened to see hurtful and negative sentiments being expressed. By who, he doesn't say. It's crucial for us as a community to remember that each one of us carries our own burdens and emotions, and it's our duty to stand by each other, particularly when it concerns to mental health. So who, is he trying to cope that his friend has some mental health issue? Is this some backdoor way to a backdoor tribute to JDF who struggled with mental health? What does this post freaking mean? Because it's just looking like a word salad to me. A buzz, a corporate intern written response. It reeks. It reeks of him saying so much without saying nothing at all, right? Hey, I'm gonna put together a word salad. We're gonna mental health, emotions, burdens, negative, all this stuff. If you or someone is struggling with their mental health, please reach out to a trusted friend, family member, mental health. He gives the lifeline. In the spirit of the Power Ranger family, let's come together with kindness, understand, and empathy. Wait. Is he offering empathy for this post right here? Are we supposed to empathize with someone who's saying, "Hey, I'm glad someone else is gone"? Is that what we're supposed to do? Guys, I don't know. I don't know too much. I don't know how to empathize with anyone who is wishing, someone else being dead. That's just not me. I don't know how to do that. I'm not built like that. I'm not built like that at all. At all. So you have this. Our community can be a place of support, growth, and healing for everyone, with the utmost respect and hope for a brighter future, right? Now, if you go to the comments, I know I like the couple. I like the couple. Here's what's happening, right? it shows up differently on my phone. Okay. Here, I think he responded to this one, right? Hey, look, he posted this 5 days ago, but he checked back 4 days ago. And Wendy Lucy, a serious question. Has anyone considering doing a wellness check on that guy? Choosing to take one's career almost sounds like a cry for help. Just a thought. Look at Austin St. John. Well said. No. This is not well said. If this post had been received with a more positive, like, yeah, JDF was an asshole. Yeah, we are happy he's going. This post would still be up today. But because it got such backlash, it's gone. No one's checking for it. No one's looking at it. No one's eyes is on it. But let's go back to ASJ's. So he responds to this. Any post that is overly on his side, he will respond to. Any post where you ask about his relationship with Zach Mcginnis, it will get deleted and you will get blocked. And I've heard that not just from one person, but from multiple people, as he is trying to basically sweep this under the rug. Hey, we're going to sweep this under the rug. How are we going to do it? All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make a blanket ass post. I'm going to get all the hate people to come in the first 24 hours. We're going to delete those comments. And then we're going to only leave up the ones that are, neutral or positive. And Matthew Egan, hey, yeah, he got blocked. He was the first one to say, hey, I got blocked. He was like, damn. You like, wait. I thought we were standing on business. I thought we had standards. I thought we had morals. Well, selectively we got morals. When it comes to more money, morals. Yeah, morals. But anything else, I'm confused what happened, right? Here it go right here. I'm confused what happened because when all these Rangers or people make these vague ass posts where they don't say his name or they don't say the company's name, they get blocked. Look, Francis, blocked. Rightfully so, right? Hey, I'm confused. What happened? I want to try to go through not all of them, but I want you guys to see how it goes. Where people are like, what's going on? And you get no answers. You literally, hey, I'm confused. What exactly happened? Jesus. Can we just open them all? What the hell? I feel like I'm missing some context, but I know that posts have been getting deleted. TLDR. Oh, snap. Any post I like, I think is gone now. Or maybe I got blocked. No, I didn't get blocked. I can add a comment. But the whole that dude on Facebook named Zachery, I have the post. It's gross. But you see how it's not there? Like when someone says, hey, what's going on? It's gone. Sorry, guys. Ditch your agent. We can like that one. The world has so much hate. Oh gosh, look. Here's an example of a fan coping. Damn it, the zoom in got me. All right, here we go. The world has so much hate in it. This is very well said, ASJ. I agree fully. We should be coming together and building each other up instead of tearing each other down. Let's all remember the simplest thing the mean world can do to someone else. Don't be afraid. Smile or say hello to someone you actually meet. Here's the thing. Oh, snap. We got one that I still don't see anywhere in this post about you dropping him or your rep. There we go right here. This is someone calling him out. I don't see anywhere in this post about you dropping him as your rep. We all know you and JDF had issues, but this is something else to say about anyone. Mr. Mcginnis isn't worth losing a lot of fans over. Sticking with him means standing by him. This isn't the first time he has disparaged cast members. Yes, this is true. Let's see what these replies looking like. That no one else had a problem denouncing him. There's nothing the guy could do to hurt ASJ or his business. The fans are his income and the fans are not happy, which I agree. His con revenue would increase if he publicly denounced this clown. He's not going to do it, guys. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it at all. I'll read one more, but you can go to it and see for yourself. And then we can go to his court case update, and then we'll go to Zach's post. And then, you know, I'll drop the link so maybe some people want to come up, some new faces, and I'll make the big announcement. And then we'll be out of here. We'll be out of here. This last one, you're right about that. But, you know, from a business perspective, it looks bad on ASJ, which it does, especially because now I believe that post has been deleted. So if ASJ were to publicly denounce him in all social media posts, he could then use ASJ posts as fuel to try and screw ASJ over as much as possible, making it harder for ASJ to go to all these cons. Look, this misconception of some perceived power that Zach Mcginnis has is an optical illusion. This is what he uses to control people. This is what he uses to control acts. Hey, if you screw me over, I'm going to screw you over. I'm going to make it hard for you to book. But go through this post, guys. Go see for yourself. Hey, if you don't believe me, ask him, is Zach is still his rep? And look, we even got Charlie support. Now, I mean, I don't want to throw no smoke her way. But this is Zach Taylor McGinnis. You see, he goes back with ASJ. And as karma would catch up, here's the post that, you know, Austin St. John made about JDF months after calling him a backstabber. And it's just more of an announcement, guys. It's nothing, it's not heartfelt. There's nothing sentimental about it. But what really pisses me off, right, after he made that post, is he said, hey, look, man, we family. You know, here we go with, you know, with the widow. Hey, we family. But I'm still going to stick up for the guy who said, I'm happy your husband is dead. We family, right? I thought they were family. I thought they were standing on business. All right, and blocking people. Look, here we go, right? You're like, oh man, what about this picture? Hey, here's me with his daughter. But yeah, the guy who wished him dead, you know, what is it? Now, I'm sure behind the scenes, he's like, oh, I don't stand with that guy. I just can't make a public post, you know? I can't make a public post against him because it'll just look bad. It'll just be negative, guys. It'll be negative. If I make a public post against him, it'll be negative. And I don't want to spread negativity. He said Jenna was family like a little sister. Okay. How? You said her dad was a backstabber. And shout out to Taylor, not a demon. Was sad to see ASJ's Nothing Burger response. As someone who's recently getting back into the fandom, it's sad seeing our childhood heroes bow down to the IRL villains. RIP JDF, sending some love to the hey, thank you, totally not a villain. For salute to you. He came in and was like, I got money. Salute to you. The video he deleted was re-uploaded and dropped in Discord. Uh-oh. I got one of my mods saying we got a new video in Discord. In the Power Rangers thing. Oh. Okay. This one. Oh yeah, I got it. I got it, TJ. I got it. TJ was talking about this post, guys. This video right here. I mean, we could play it. It really is a response. Now, here's this response. We've all probably seen it. This is after JDF died. He's in a hotel.
Look.
Now, to be fair, he does keep it low key real and say, "Look, I ain't this guy ain't my best friend." But
it is. It's no secret there was. There's no secret that Jason Frank and I were not beer drinking buddies, for sure.
Because he didn't drink beer like that. He drank wine, though. Towards the end.
But yesterday, for those of you who may not know, Jason Frank is he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yesterday he died. And yesterday, more important than that, a man died, a father died, a husband died, and there's no easy way to feel those emotions. I lost my father in January, so I have some semblance of understanding for what his family must be going through right now.
You hear his words, you can see his agent.
I don't have a whole lot
I'm not going to go on and on. I just
You got nothing to say. I mean, what do you say about the guy who passed that you
hope he
didn't
rests
like?
in peace. And
Other
my
than
prayers
this.
and my thoughts go out to his family.
Yeah.
And once a Ranger, always a Ranger, brother. Once a Ranger, always a Ranger.
I mean, I'm not so sure that he was sincere in this post, considering, you know, when his booking agent books this and he says this about the post that his booking agent did or in response, it's just like, he can't even fake it. You're right, he can't. And I've been looking at interviews, old interviews of past, seeing him. You can see his face like cringe when JDF is brought up, and in London, he had nothing to say about JDF whatsoever. He was probably pissed off that, hey, I'm in London, a million miles away from home at a Ranger stop, a Ranger convention. I'm on the panel with Karen Ashley, Walter, David Yost, and they are asking me about JDF. He probably was losing his shit. Probably was. But there we go right there. Now let's do a small update into his court case. And I mean, here when he got arrested, guys. I mean, let me let y'all digest. What y'all think about that? Does it make sense why he would not condemn Zach? Does it make sense? That's all I want to go before we go to the next subject. I got this habit of just continuing to just go, and not look up for air. Like, all right, cool. What do you guys think? Was this post fair? Was this post foul? Was it a post at all? Do you buy it? Should Austin St. John still be with him? Now I hear through the grapevine. How many people has ASJ blocked? Only his admins would know. Only the people who manage his social media would know. But here's why it's foolish to block people, right? He's blocking potential fans. He's blocking potential fans. And San is right. Birds of a feather flock together. 100% San. 100%. Birds of a feather flock together. There's your boy ASJ and the guy who wished JDF was dead, who's happy he's dead. So there you go. Now let's get into a small update on his court case, and then we'll go to Zach's post, which is probably going to draw the most criticism. So remember, I mean, look, guys, make no mistake. Austin St. John is not one for taking accountability. You know, he's not like, I messed up trying to unionize and missed out on being in the movie. I messed up calling Jason David Frank Jason douche or Franken douche and accused him of backstabbing because I just couldn't cope with the fact that, you know, everyone didn't want to leave with me. So after, you know, ASJ got arrested for wire fraud, here was his statement. Now, this statement was prepared. It looks like a press release by Galactic Productions just 1 month after him calling him a backstabber. Karma comes quick. And what does it say? Austin St. John is a father, husband, role model, and friend to many. The indictment detailed today populated by a multitude of individuals, the majority of which Austin had no knowledge of. And that's true, because it was like 19 people. He only had to know 2 people. The person who was setting up the applications and the person who to invest the money with after you get the money from the PPP. Hey, everyone's investing their money with this guy. Everyone's kicking back this guy. He's going to fill out the application. We just need a couple signatures. ASJ was like, where do I sign? He signed that shit. It is our understanding that Austin put his faith, reputation, and finances in the hand of third parties. This screams...
It is all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes said the same thing, and we saw how that worked out. He was in jail, too. We expect Austin's legal team to successfully defend against these charges and lead to his ultimate exoneration. We ask your respect and privacy Austin's family in light of his serious situation, and thank you for your support. All right, cool. Well, we got a little update. All right, so guys, if you don't know, June 17th, 2020, Austin St. John or Jason Lawrence Geiger got a loan for $225,000. He gave $22,000 to some guy named Moran, invested $170,000 with, I believe, Spencer, who I think is working with the state, and it looks to be about missing $33,000. So I don't know where the hell that went, but there is what the feds got against him. And we know his court date has been pushed to May 20th, 2024. All right. So there's that. But the new news, this new court filing that I found today, I'm just checking up because someone said he was taking a plea deal. There's rumors that he's taking a plea deal, and I'll explain it to you at the end. So November 6, 2023, this is his federal court case. Okay. As of right now, he has not taken a plea deal. Waiver of personal appearance at arraignment and entry of plea of not guilty. So he's saying I'm innocent. He's saying I'm innocent. Bad boys. But here we go. Jason Lawrence Geiger, aka the Red Ranger, received a copy of the indictment. You know, he understands that he's facing 20 goddamn years if found guilty. And a fine. All right. He has the right to appear personally with his attorney before a judge for arraignment in an open court on this accusation. So he can show up with his attorney. But I'm telling you, I think them feeds is getting to him. They're getting to him because I see his post. Anytime he wants to leave the country or leave the state of Texas, he has to get written permission from the state to leave the state. And you have to pay a lawyer to draft up a travel document saying, hey, ASJ wants to go to Florida for Ranger stop for these 3 days. Can he go? The judge looks at it and says yes. And people are like, well, why wasn't he in Forever Red or, once and always? Because that shit was in Thailand and he had to submit his passport. If he says it was schedule complications, I'm like, bro, like,
stop the cap.
There was no schedule complications. You couldn't leave a goddamn country. So you couldn't go if you wanted to. But anyway, let's get back to it. He's conferred with his attorney in this regard and hereby waives personal appearance with his attorney. Told you, hey, I don't need to appear with my attorney at the arraignment of this case and of the reading of the indictment. And by this instrument tenders his plea of not guilty, Your Honor. The defendant understands that this entry by the court said plea for defendant will conclude the arraignment in this case for all purposes. Now, here is the thing, right? People are like, hey, you're going to take a plea deal. They're like, oh, I heard out of con, you're going to take a plea deal. Shit, he better. He better. Because, everyone knows if you take it to trial, you're going to get more time. So, can he take a plea deal? It looks like it. Defendant understand that he has a right to a minimum period of time prior to trial. So trial shall not commence less than 30 days from the date in which, the defendant first appears through counsel or expressly waives counsel and elects to proceed pro se. I don't think he's going to go pro se, but in May, we'll see if this goes to trial. We'll see if he takes a plea deal, because guess what? Everything is all public record, right? So if ASJ takes a plea deal, I will know 100%, and I'll share it with the audience. Now, let's just say this goes to trial and they deem ASJ to be not guilty. I'll report that too. If he walks scot-free and they say, hey, you're not guilty, it was all Jermaine's fault, cool. I'll report it either way. I'm not going to report that he went to jail or he didn't go to jail. We're not into bias report. We're going to report the whole story. I may have a biased opinion, but the goal is for me to give you the court docs and you form your own opinion and see what is going to happen. You can devise your own plan and say, hey, well, I read the docs and I see it different than Henry. Cool. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. All right, that was for the YouTube cut. Oh, snap. My man, Dominic, comes in.
Got money.
Woo! Drop 5 memberships. Thank you, Dominic, man. Salute to you. You've been around a while. Look, man, I'm so happy I got like a lot of my day ones up in here. Dropping memberships, supporting the content, hopefully spreading the message. We're not about spreading negativity, but we are about speaking accurately and spreading the truth of the matter. things that, you know, people want to shuffle under the rug and maybe act like didn't happen because it's easier that way. Frankly, that's just what it is. It's easier to say, nah. We not going to talk about this goddamn post right here. We ain't going to talk about it. Because we talk about it, then people are aware. Zachery Taylor McGinnis, make his ass famous. Make him famous. Look, here's his client list, right? You like, Henry, how do you got his client list? Look at his website. It's dead. It's dead. It's scrubbed. No.
Dig, bro. You like to dig.
It's still up there, guys. It's still up there. You just got to type it for what it is, right? Type it for what it is. You type his client list for the website, what it is, it comes right up. Because, you know, he ain't about to just erase the website. But you really want to stick it to Zach. Start reaching out to these people. Say, hey, your repping agent says some disparaging things. Are you still with them? Because maybe you want to know if by you supporting some of these people in Star Wars, you know, the fact that he probably only got these people because he rep Peter Mayhew. And speaking of Peter Mayhew, let me go back to my emails. Give me a second. He only got Peter Mayhew because I got to go back to these emails. Give me a second. We're a friend. Oh, snap. Give me a second, guys. I know where they're at. I have to go back to my emails because these are where the screenshots live of basically. Wait a minute a second. These are where the screenshots live of Francis's emails talking about him wishing death on Peter Mayhew. And I got to find him. Give me a second. This is what happens when I don't prepare. Boop, 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 boop. Nope, it's not that one. G Factor. Oh, man. I am so sorry, guys. I can't find it. You like, Henry. Wait, I thought you had, look. I do have them because I know Francis sent them to me. Francis. Oh, here we go, right here. I got him. All right, so he only has those Star Wars people because of Peter Mayhew, right? Okay, so here are. Hold on. I gotta do something. I gotta do something. I gotta do something crazy. All right, there we go. I was showing y'all too much. If you zoomed in, you'd be like, oh shit. All right, so these are the emails that Francis sent that I really didn't get time to go in on myself. Okay. All right. This is some stuff. This is an email of Zach basically attacking JDF, and they were thinking about filing suit, right? But this is not the ones I want to show. Where is the one? Right here. Right here. This is the one that I don't think the community is aware of, right? Zach said Susan wanted my info. What the F? He said no, he doesn't like her anyway. Also, he cut ties with Peter Mayhew from Star Wars. He said he hopes he dies a slow death. He's burning bridges everywhere. Wonder why he's in Florida. Well, we will see him. Lo, don't bug me. He knows I'm the King Ranger. Ha ha ha. You know, it's Jason talking and stuff. He is the King Ranger. But the Star Wars community is unaware that the person that I believe he may still have on his website in memorandum. You're like, wait. He has them in memory? Yeah, I think so. Hold on. These are the people who he repped that are no longer here. John Schnapp, Peter Robbins, David, John, Nicole Nichols, who fired him. Peter Mayhew, right? Look, you see? Hey, I wish this guy a slow death. Right here. I wish him a slow death. Oh, but he's on my website and memorandum, you know. We got to fake it till we make it. Right? Hey, he also cut ties with Peter from Star Wars. He said he hopes he dies a slow death. He's burning bridges. Now, do you think people in the Star Wars community know about this? Do you think he said this? Or what, Jason, what is he going to say? Jason was lying? He's going to say Jason was lying?
Nope.
No. Hell no, he ain't gonna say that shit. But what I'm talking about is people don't know that this type of anger and hatred lives deep inside Zach. It lives inside of him. It's going to come out again. Hey, I'm happy JDF is gone. So when I saw this post about Peter Mayhew, this post made perfect sense. Hey, if you screw him over, if he feels slighted by you, hey, I hope you die. You know, I'm happy you did. Shit like that. And I really didn't get a chance to touch on it. So hopefully, if you know a Power Rangers fan, make sure you make them aware of, you know, things going on in the community. All right. That's all we're trying to do is spread awareness, not negativity, just awareness. Hey, are you aware your agent said this? How do you feel? Because maybe, you know, the consumer now is more conscientious. We want to know that when we support you, your morals align with ours, right? You're like, hey, do your morals align with mine? Cool. If they don't, that's fine, but I don't want to support you. And that's totally cool. I get that. All right. So now let's get into Zach's post. All right. Let me make sure I covered all my bullet points. We did the case update. All right. Cool. I think we did everything. All right. Let's go. So the guy who posted this, after long thoughts out of wishing JDF was dead and the backlash that he got, he posted this. He posted this. What does it say? To everyone I've deeply impacted, both personally and professionally, I can't express enough remorse for the hurt I've caused. My words, born from a moment of unforgivable rage, have left wounds that I know mere apologies cannot heal. I mean, in the first, he hasn't even caught anyone in the first two sentences for me. These behaviors have haunted me long before the pandemic. A struggle I've battled silently. Like, at this point, I don't think anyone cares about his personal struggles. I mean, do you guys care about his personal struggles? Are you like, oh my God, Zach was struggling with some shit personally? I mean, The Rock, how do you feel?
Shut up, bitch!
No, I don't think anyone's buying this. Anyone's buying it. The public statement, my public statement isn't an excuse. It's a raw acknowledgement of my actions. And I take full ownership of consequences. I don't know about this, right? So if you get a chance to see Zach, or if you in his inner circle, all right, you might want to ask him some tough questions. And I'm going to give you the questions you need to ask in a second. I've never intended to trivialize the gravity of self-transitioning, yet my impulsive, context-lacking posts did just that. I allowed the shadows of my own anguish and a history of negativity to consume and guide my words, a grave error that I deeply regret. Well, how much do you think he regrets it, y'all? You're like, oh, he regrets it, Henry. Chill out, he regrets it. Okay. Typically, when you regret it, you're like, I'm never going to do that shit again. I learned my lesson. Well, what does Zach say? This isn't my first misstep, and sadly, it might not be my last.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Wait. This is not going to be the last time you wish someone was dead? This is not going to be the last time you celebrate someone's death? Like, is that what we're saying? Let me read it again. This isn't my first misstep. What was the first? Was the first Peter Mayhew? And sadly, it might not be my last? Wait. Like, we need more context. You talk about context lacking. Can we get some context? What was your first misstep? Are we going to get a follow-up? Are we going to get a follow-up response?
Nope.
Okay. But this is a stark wake-up call that change must occur. Well, according to the previous statement, change does not need to occur. I'm just saying, like, the previous statement, hey, I might make some more mistakes. Change must occur. But the previous statement said it may not occur. I'm confused. I must evolve, becoming a person of greater kindness and introspection. It's crucial to unearth why these emotions led me down such a destructive paths. Whoa. Whoa. I think we got some grammatical errors here. Let's read out loud. It's crucial to unearth why these emotions led me down such destructive paths. Okay, maybe not. Addressing the root cause, not just the aftermath. What's the root cause, man? I mean, it's another word salad. It's another ASJ word salad. For those willing to grant me another chance. So we talking to you, ASJ. I'm humbly grateful. To those who cannot find it within themselves to do so, I respect your decision. Now, this is what you want to know. Hey, if you respect their decision, are you going to let them off the contract?
Nope.
Can they stop paying you?
Nope.
For the bookings that you got?
Nope.
Hey, can we leave? Can we break the contract?
Nope.
Whoa, why not? Oh, well, George Sakai tried to break the contract and he lost. I mean, his contracts are valid, but is he going to say, you know what, guys, that money, don't even worry about giving my percentage. The contract is voided out. We're going to start new contracts. That's a question you want to really ask Zach Mcginnis. If you get a chance, hey, how about that contract? Am I out the contract? Can I get that in writing? Can I get that in the email? Hey, Zach, do I still got to pay you? He like, yeah, man. The contract's the contract. I know I said all this shit for Facebook, but that's just for Facebook. We talking about business. Business-wise, I still own your ass. Anyway, I understand that earning forgiveness surpasses mere words. It necessitates a committed effort to rectify the underlying issues. My journey towards rectification commences within myself. Now, here comes the bullshit. Here comes the BS. To the Jason David Frank family, friends, fans, and colleagues, I extend my sincerest apologies. My actions only added anguish during a time meant for solace and remembrance. I'm profoundly sorry for compounding your grief with my thoughtless actions. Shut up, bitch! Oh my God. Oh my God. This is a tough read because you know this is full of shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry me wishing upon your husband's and your father's death didn't turn out to be favorable upon me. This is the best chat GPT came up with. So here you go. This is the best you can get. Yes, he's still on my website. Yes, I'm still trying to sell his shit that he signed for me. But yeah. Sorry, guys. My bad. I mean, what do you think of this post, man? This post has to be some of the biggest crock of it's obligatory. It's an obligatory post. This is a, hey, I need to save my ass post. This is a, hey, I need to save face post. I have to make this post to have some resemblance of relevancy in the Comic-Con community to try to get these people off my back. By people, I'm talking about the people who've banned him and his talent from their shows, from their Comic-Cons. But what did you guys think? Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. All right, that was for the YouTube video. All right, let's break this shit down, though. Let's break it down. And shout out to my man, Dust. Dropping 5 memberships, which makes Dust the new sponsor of the show. What do you guys think of this apology? Is it an apology? I mean, the shit that really grinded my gears on some Peter Griffin type stuff is a couple parts right here. This isn't my first misstep. Sadly, it might not be my last. Hey, normally when you do something like this, you say, hey, it won't happen again. It won't happen again. You could have kept out, this isn't my first misstep, and I've learned tremendously how dangerous my words can be. That's what he should be saying. That's what he should be saying. But he didn't. He said, hey, this shit might happen again. And hey, for those who giving me a second chance, to my people, my boy ASJ, thank you, brother. Thank you for standing by me. I don't know whatever Zach has on ASJ or whatever it is, but that he ain't leaving him. I wonder is there anything Zach can say to make him leave ASJ? I believe, where's the no hate with ASJ in it? Right there. Is there anything Zach Mcginnis can say to make ASJ leave? Are y'all linking something in the chat? Post it on Henry Core, or Ahmad can post it. Like saying she can link stuff. She can link stuff. But this post, it doesn't say apology. It doesn't say I'm sorry. It says, hey, I might do this sort of thing again. It could be an abusive relationship. I don't know. He may have some dirt on him. You know, ASJ probably don't got the cleanest past. I mean, if you think about it. I mean, he did get caught up in the PPP shit.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
So if he got caught up in the PPP stuff and this is his right-hand man, he may know all the dirt on ASJ. Remember, they started that orange is the, or the green is the, or red is the new orange, right? Or I'm sorry, red is the new green. You know, shit like that. You like, huh? You like, huh? Huh? I mean, Austin St. John did make this post, not on the day JDF passed. A couple days after, because God forbid he makes any post highlighting Jason David Frank. He even deleted this shit right here. Where's it at? He deleted the, where are we at? Sorry, guy. He deleted this post right here. This shit got deleted. This ain't on his channel. This shit's re-uploaded. Right? Because he's tired of living JDF's shadow. He's been in the shadow his whole career. And now, even beyond the grave, he's still in his shadow. God damn, Dust. God damn. Dropped another 5. Man.
I got money.
Green was the new, whoa. Green was the new red for 30 years because the original 5 weren't enough. Sorry. Ooh.
God damn.
Oh, man. Dust sponsoring the show. Guys, if you got a membership from Dust, make sure you drop his goddamn emoji in the chat. That's the bare minimum you could do. You could say, hey, thank you, Dust. Let me show you some appreciation, and let me drop you emoji in the chat. You know, let me spam that emoji. Damn. Am I live on Twitch? Oh snap, I am not live on Twitch. I never started it. I was wondering where my Twitch people were. Damn it. I had missed out. I done missed out on some people. Jesus. I forgot to hit the switch. That's on me. But anywho. What do you guys think of Zach's post? Now, I do have an announcement, and then I'll drop the link for people to come up. You like, Henry, what's the announcement? Now, look, guys. There have been a lot of people who took a stance against Zachery Taylor-Mcginnis, right? You like, who took a stance? Let me load it up for you. Let me load it up. You like, Henry, what the? Henry, what's going on? What's going on? What do you mean? All right, what do you mean, Henry? Like, you are a small YouTuber. You don't have no business having anybody up in this joint. Well, you know, some people, you never know who's watching you, you know? And you know my theory, guys. This is a big announcement for me. I treat every live stream as if I have 100,000 people watching, even if I only got like 10, you know, which I'm appreciative for all your viewership. But someone made a post, right? Someone made a post. And let me see if I can. You like, Henry, what are you doing? I'm like, look, man, I'm standing on business right now. I'm standing, you know, if you don't stand for anything, you fall for everything, right? Ain't that how I go? Ain't that how it go? Man, I'm trying to isolate this post. Give me a second. Can I pop out? Hold on. You like, Henry, you are taking way too long. I'm like, I know. But I want to show it in its proper light. All right. So Fayetteville Comic-Con, they said this. You like, Henry, what the hell's this got to do with your announcement? I'm like, I know, man. Some people know. If you're in Henry Court, or if you've been instrumental, you may know. All right, so Fayetteville Comic-Con said, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. This was in response. Now, this is how you address controversy in the community. Take notes, right? Take notes on how to properly address controversy in the industry. All right? Because just watch it. Now, look, I got media trained. My job, make sure I get media trained. Just someone say, hey, Henry, what's going on with your job at work? They run up on me. I know what to say, what not to say. Okay? So, if you stand this Fayetteville Comic-Con, right? 6 days ago, all right, 6 days ago, they responded before ASJ because ASJ was shuffling. He didn't know what to do. People at Fandom is probably screaming right now with this media storm they had. Fayetteville Comic-Con says, hey, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. There are many variations on this quote from the originator, Alexander Hamilton, to Wayne the Hicks from Letterkenny. What it means to Fayetteville Comic-Con is we represent our fans and we strive to be an example to other shows and how we treat people, our fans, our guests, our vendors, and our artists. Without going into great detail, right? Hey, without going into great detail, you're like, what do you mean? Like ASJ great detail? Like, no. We ain't no rookies at this. We know what the hell we're doing. We are of the position that the comments made recently by Zach Mcginnis of Galactic Productions, which, shout out to Fayetteville Comic-Con for just saying his name and the company on social media, were not only evil and abhorrent, but hint at an ethic of an individual that we have no desire to do business with. All right, so they're taking a hard stance immediately. Not, like, well, let's see how the post did. No. As soon as they became aware of the issue, hey, we put out something right away. This means we will not bring in guests represented by his agency, even if those guests are represented additionally by other agencies. We draw the line way before the intolerance and ignorance displayed in the matter in question, right? You see how Zach said some evil stuff on social media. Not like, hey guys, let's just, bring it all together. No. So it kind of directs the fans, hey, where to look. Note that while his client list contains past guests of our show, they were not booked through Galactic Productions. We encourage celebrities working with Galactic Productions, aka Zach Mcginnis, to seek other representation if they desire to do business with Fayetteville Comic-Con. We hope other conventions will also follow our lead and say no to hate and those from which it spew. Fayetteville Comic-Con. Now, if you go to the comment section, you see Matthew Egan. He's in the chat right now. He did that great interview. Like, this guy, Matthew, this was his moment for Comic-Con. Hey, I have so much respect for you guys for doing this, how he has behaved above and beyond just his post is completely disgusting. Zach Mcginnis has no business anywhere near a convention. He threatens, he lies, he manipulates. Thank you hugely for standing up against this behavior. Now look, hey, Comic-Con responds quickly. There is no excuse that FCC will accept, as we are a fan-run show for our fans, and he obviously cares more about himself and celebrity. His words hurt fans, and there is no roll back from that for me. Damn, double down, man. You love to see this shit, right? You love to see it. As a fan, hey, you go to a convention, you know that, hey, they're standing on business. They're aware of what's going on in the community. They're aware of Zach Mcginnis, and they have a quick, firm stance against him. Not everyone is going to have the courage to just step out like this. So you got to, commend Fayetteville Comic-Con. He is not the only agent I have banned, nor I am sure will not be the last. So this is a wake-up class. When someone says you talking ownership right here. You talking decision maker. You like, wait, this is personal. There are great agents out there, but there's a sickness in the industry predicated on taking advantage of promoters and overcharging fans. You mean like $80 for a goddamn signature that was $60 2 weeks ago? Maybe. I would like to see this as a wake-up call for everyone. Great words. You like more replies, Henry, more replies. All right. I think I'm missing one. Maybe it's going. Maybe it's going. All right, now look, guys. Let me just stop playing around. That post was made by none other. I'll give him let him do the talking.
Keith Gibbs. I'm the president and CEO of Fayetteville Comic Con.
Whoa, Keith Gibbs, president and CEO of Fayetteville Comic Con. Wait. You guys like, who is that? Like, who is that? Well,
Family-friendly show. We try to promote our community over commodities, so we try to keep ticket prices low. We hope everybody can come out. If you're a fan of anime, comic books, wrestling, horror, Marvel movies, anything, if it's geek, we got it. Comic-Con for Fayetteville started in 2015 with a one-day Saturday show started by Michael and Pam Choder.
Look, he's giving you the history of Comic-Con for Fayetteville. How it started as a one-day show and has grown to be one of the biggest Comic-Cons in the United States.
I joined them in 2016, where we went to a two-day show. We held a two-day show for 5 years up until 2019. Then the pandemic hit. We took 2020 off. But since we've been back 2021 and 2022, we had 2 shows a year, just like we plan to have 2 shows again this year.
All right, so this is Keith Gibbs, guys, right? And fingers crossed, he has agreed to sit down with me, none other, and talk about this cancer in the industry tomorrow. So we're hoping, I have all confidence in him. I have all confidence in him showing up. I have no reason to think he wouldn't be there. Tomorrow, 8:00, it's going to be him. It's going to be Matthew. It's going to be some other people. We're going to take this Zach Mcginnis stuff cradle to the grave. You know me as a former investigator. Once you start something, you got to finish it. So as a result of that, I put all my Twitch stuff on hold. All the Twitch stuff is on hold. And now we'll go to, I think tomorrow. Tomorrow should signify the end of the Zach, the end of stuff like this. Sorry, where are we at? The end of people making, posts like this. That's tomorrow. And shout out to Joe Noda. I did get the Cash App. Salute to you. But that's the big announcement. And it's gonna be big. It's gonna be major. Now, what I'm gonna do is hopefully you guys like the stream by now. Like, look, I gave y'all so much stuff in an hour and 48 minutes. I'm so proud of myself. I was trying to hammer down on time. I am expecting some stuff in my P.O. box from a Green Ranger out there. Maybe he's still in the chat. But let me drop the link. If someone wants, some people want to come up. You're like, you gonna drop the link? Typically, I do drop the link. At the end, anyone can come up. New faces tend to come first, pause. Like, new faces? Yeah, now look, guys. There are some heavy hitters in the community have reached out to me privately. If they hit the link, they will jump straight to the front of the line. Okay, if Eric Purcell, you want to come up, the people who, Eric, you want to come up first time, you can come up. Let me get everything situated. I know Brent want to come up and talk about his, he always want to talk his ish. You know what I'm saying? He always want to talk his ish. You like, dang, you gonna let him come up? Like, yeah. And I got my keyboard set up so we can, give me a second. I have my hotkey set up for StreamYard because, I stopped using StreamYard to go to OBS. Where, had to stream. All right, we looking good. I mean, my hair, I should have brushed my hair. I literally got fresh out the shower and was like, let me go on stream. All right, so people who want to come up, invite, copy. I'm really upset I didn't put nothing on my Twitch. I missed out. There's the link, right? You like, this the link? Yes. If you want to come up, hit the thing. You got to cam up. All right, now with that out the way, I can take some questions. I still got more content. Like, it's crazy how much content I got. Look, Matthew was waiting. Matthew was waiting. All right, guys. The guy who is literally the person who is responsible for making this go viral, right? Now, look, I couldn't have done all I would have done. I see Legacy of Nerd is in the channel. He didn't read my super chat yesterday, and he stole my channel. I'm gonna sue his ass eventually. Shout out to Legacy of Nerd. Truth of the matter, before we bring up Matthew, I could have not done this. It would have not had the reach it had without his inside information. Give me a second. I gotta move some stuff around. All right, there we go. There we go. You're like, Henry, what are you doing? I'm like, look, man, you gotta let me cook over here, guys. All right, so without further ado, give me 1 second. 1 second. Boom, it's sharing. All right, I'm about to bring up Matthew Egan, guys. No one else wanted to come up, huh? Not even Brent, huh? All right, well, Matthew can come up. We got to save the good stuff for tomorrow. Saving the good stuff for tomorrow and everyone else. But I couldn't have done this without Matthew Egan. You like, Henry, you are whatchamacallit. I know. All right, there you go. Matthew, how is it going, my friend?
This video will be shown at the trial. They're gonna be like, look, according to Henry on YouTube, everything is Matthew's fault. Oh my God. I've never yelled at a screen before like that. I feel like a football fan.
All right. Ugh. Boom. There we go. Let me hide the chat. Give me a second. Yeah, man. Look, guys, this is Matthew Egan. It could not have been possible without his input, his support. He was like, hey, you should go live Sunday. I was like, man, I can't. I got my daughter. I got my daughter. You
had a full house.
I did have a full house. I couldn't go live, but what's going on, Matthew? What's the latest and greatest in Zachery Mcginnis's I don't know, is it downfall? Is downfall even applicable? Would you say?
Yeah, I spoke to some people, and I don't want to name names. They're in the Star Wars space. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. But as Brent said in the chat, a lot of people just don't keep up, right? They don't pay attention to what's happening on Facebook and whatnot. And I talked to some folks, and they said, "Oh my God, And I got to say, some of the Star Wars actors that Kevin, who hopefully will join us tomorrow, was saying were like ride or die. Somebody said that they had told them and they like unfriended them over it because they brought up what Zach did. I spoke to them as well, and they were like, "Oh my God, we had no idea. Why would Zach say that?" Like they were completely shocked. And these are folks that I've worked with, that I've had spent time with and had meals with their family and their daughter and their all outside of the cons, and they were just like, "What the hell was he thinking?" Right? And I think a lot of the people that work with Zach, especially like off and on, like not frequently, they knew about his problematic behaviors, or if they'd ever been to a show where he got really drunk, they saw how he acted when he was really drunk. But I think it was not a secret to a lot of his clients, but then it was kind of like the fact that it went viral.
Oh yeah.
So that was
interesting. Are there still people under Star Wars that are still with him after they were made aware about the Peter Mayhew or the JDF content? Does he have any ride or die Star Wars clients who are kind of like ASJ, like, hey, I'm going to book with Zach no matter what? Because I can understand it could be a financial component to it. If Zach is bringing me the higher guarantees, then I may want to ride with Zach over anyone else.
Yeah, I think there are some smaller guests who, a lot of shows, it costs money to fly somebody out, right? And especially if they want like a first class ticket or whatever. So even if somebody's a smaller guarantee, there's still an expense to bring them out. You have to put them up in a hotel room. Sometimes you have to put the agent up or the handler, the helper, whatever. So, even if their guarantee is only $500, it might cost you $2,000 to bring them in for $500, right? So, between flight and all, and especially depending on how close to the event, because obviously it costs more the closer you get to the event to buy the flight. And so, I think there are some people who feel, and I've been told this, that the smaller guests feel like Zach is the only one that listens because some of the other agents are trying to get the bigger names. And they don't really worry about somebody who has a $500 guarantee because that agent is going to make $50 for all that time of getting them into that show, right? And again, nothing against small. There's a lot of folks who who come out to shows and they have a smaller guarantee, but you know, they still kill it. You know, and like JDF would go out without a guarantee a lot of the times, especially during COVID, right? Because they wanted to help as much. He wanted to help as much as they could, and they want to go to the. You know, I think a lot of these folks just, it gets them out of the house. You know, they probably have a regular job, and you know, and a lot of these things in Hollywood and in, you know, studios in Canada and the UK, it doesn't pay that well, right? Unless you're, you know, like Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill didn't get paid a ton for Star Wars, right?
Right.
But now he can command quite a bit.
He can basically write his own check.
Absolutely.
Now, what would you say to? I'm getting news from Legacy of Nerd that there are some contracts that are locked in for bigger appearances coming up. Do you think they will be getting out of those contracts? Because I don't think these clients can get rid of Zach, or they don't do the appearance. Can you speak to that?
So, and that comes back to what, and again, we don't have all the details of what happened with George Takei. Everybody told me that Zach won that case, and when I reviewed the information that was available, if you have an existing contract out with Zach, you're bound to it. You know, you still need to go to that show, and Zach is going to get his 10%. And so I think, you know, if you're really mad at him, like the Takei family was, Brad and George, they didn't want to give him a dime, and they were really mad. But technically, Zach booked that show, so they needed to pay him his 10%. And so I think if it's a big enough name where Zach being involved at all is really toxic, I think that their theatrical agent, you know, like their actual acting agent would say, hey, we're going to send a rep. You're going to get your 10%, but you need to shut the fuck up and you need to sit down. Like, you know, like you're, you know, and they can't fire him. They can fire him, like, get me off your roster. They can say, you know, stop telling people you can book me, whatever. But if, and some of those contracts are into 2024, right? Like, I don't remember how far the schedule went, but it was like after March, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't, I want to say up until March, but that was about it.
Yeah.
I don't think he has anyone booked for Fayetteville Comic-Con. I mean, maybe we can confirm that tomorrow.
I have it on strong authority that he does not.
Okay. I'm looking forward to the Keith interview. I'm happy.
How did you land that? That's gonna be amazing.
I mean,
Let the record show I had nothing to do with it.
I'm kind of gun shy when I land these huge interviews, because people have backed out last minute. They're like, oh, something come up. So you know, I'm anxious.
Or their lawyers tell them not to do this.
Or something like that. I mean, you've interviewed with me with no script. There were no gotcha questions. I'm not trying to put anyone on the spot or expose. I genuinely want people's honest opinion on certain topics. Yeah. Now, you can easily say, hey, I'd rather not talk about that. That's cool, as long as we, you know, I asked the question. But I'm not here to talk politics or anything out of the scope of what we're doing right now. We're talking Zach Mcginnis. We're talking the people who support him, Comic-Cons going forward. Nothing outside of that realm. You know, no controversies outside of that. Unless you want to
remind her of the actor who played Sean on Felicity. I watched Felicity. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the IMDb.
But I'm looking forward to it. And I see we got some regulars in the back. I see Chanzo. I see San. We'll get to you guys. Let me.
I don't want to take up any more of your time. We will see you guys tomorrow.
All right. See you, Matthew. All right, guys. That was Matthew Egan, the one who was responsible for all of this popping off. Maybe Chanzo is ready to come up. Maybe he'll cam up, or maybe he's drinking his fancy scotch. He looked like he in the car, you know, some dark night, you know, he on a booty call type something. He doing something. He out there on a mission. Oh, he's stepping into the light now. He's stepping into the light. Let's bring up Chanzo, man. Let's bring up Chanzo. You like, all right, Chanzo, my brother from an How we doing on sound?
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome.
I can hear Chanzo. What's going on, brother? Thank you for your generous donations, man. I appreciate it. What are your thoughts on Austin St. John's post? Considering you've seen him, you've got pictures.
Well, I'm kind of embarrassed now about the pictures that I do have, but you know, that was before all of the drama. I think once again, one of the things that JDF always said about ASJ was that he never said anything. He has now let it kind of speak for itself, and ASJ has kind of made himself look bad. It wasn't anything anybody else did. It's everything that ASJ hasn't done that has made himself look bad. So my thing is that, and you know, I've always said it, you know, Tommy was not always my favorite, but Jason David Frank was my favorite person to meet. So you know, you did a great job once again. Shout out to Francis for giving you the information. Shout out to Matt for bringing all this information out here, because I think it needs to be known that we need to hold people accountable. And that crappy message that Zach left, first of all, how cowardly is it to leave a message like that as you're going overseas? So that's like a bitch ass move to leave a message like that as you're leaving the country, because you know nobody can stop you. But when you get back, people gonna have something for you, and you hoping that people are just gonna forget when you come back to the States. But people don't forget when you say stuff like that.
Oh,
you know,
never. And here's the thing: every anniversary from JDF, that post, people are going to remember. People are going to be watching him and watching ASJ every year to see what they do and how they react.
And it's so frustrating because, not like I said, it's cowardly that he was leaving the country. He posted that he was leaving the country, with the fact that ASJ has, like, nobody's expecting y'all to be besties. We never, you know, we found out very late, you know, late years later that they were never besties. Okay, nobody expects them to be besties, but people do expect you to hold yourself accountable. That you say, it's not even that you're Jason the Red Ranger. You said that you stand on these morals. You said that you walked away from Power Rangers because you were this upstanding man who stood on morals. So when you have the chance to say Austin St. John stands on the morals that he claimed he did back in 1994, then showed back up in 1996 being Theo, like, how did you go backwards in what you stood on? You know, it's okay if you change your mind or you alter your feelings or things have changed. That's okay. Then let people know, hey, I've just changed my perception. But it's like this constant picking at JDF in every way possible. And even when Francis was like, she said a couple months ago when he took that picture with Tammy and Jenna, I don't believe it. Here's an opportunity for ASJ to say, I stand on what I stand on, and this is my family. This is little sis, but you don't check anybody, you know. And if it's a contractual obligation, bro can get money some other way. There's too many Rangers out there who's not represented by Galactic Productions, who is out here getting money that you can ask questions to, that they will give you free information simply because you are the first Red Ranger ever on Power Rangers. You're going to get that respect out the gate. So the cowardly behavior that comes with that, when people are just going to give you your flowers just because, people stand by you just because, people know that Haim Saban treated y'all wrong. So just because we want to support you, but we can't support you when you do stuff like this. So, you know, that's my take on it. And it's very frustrating.
Well said. Well said. And where did you get that shirt from, man? Everyone is loving this shirt.
This shirt was a gift from my girlfriend. Hey, baby.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah, she gave it to me for my birthday. But I will find out, and I'll have it ready for you guys tomorrow, because I am going to be watching tomorrow. So I'll have the link. I'll talk to my baby and get the link.
All
so
right.
that I can put it in the chat tomorrow.
That's my brother from another mother chance. Oh, go ahead. If you got more, you cooking.
Also, what I want to say is I get frustrated. That's why I kept because I get really frustrated when ASJ acts like JDF, Amy Jo, and David betrayed him. That's not what happened, bro. You were leaving. And you can find the interviews. Walter Jones even said they walked out on their final contractual day. So you just walked off the job on your final contractual day. You thought the other three were going to walk off with you. You thought that you had the power to do that. And what the businessman, the man Heinz Bond said was, all right, you walk off, I'm not dealing with you. And it's not uncommon for companies with actors, when they do that kind of walk-off stuff, that the creators will be like, all right, deuces. Look up what happened to Suzanne Summers. They said, all right, deuces. This is not uncommon in the acting industry, which is why they're in a strike right now, because this kind of stuff happens all the time. He's mad because JDF came back as the White Ranger and said, yo, we're going to offer you a deal. And what really happened was JDF, Amy Jo, and David Yost got an increase in pay.
Yep.
Because suddenly, they got an increase in pay because 3 people now have walked off set, and you got to fill the void for 2 or 3 weeks. And you can find the newspaper articles. They're out there that you guys, they just walked off set. And y'all know Walter Jones, Zach Taylor is my favorite. That's why I hate that this guy's name is Zach Taylor McGinnis. But y'all know that he's my favorite Power Ranger. But you don't just walk off the job and hope somebody gonna call you back and be like, please, please, please come back. If a woman walked away from you, you don't just beg her to come back. Let her go. She walked away, you know. So that's just what's frustrating to me. And so they gave the opportunity to JDF, Amy Jo, and David Yost. Nobody took anything. They walked away and gave it to them.
Ooh, fat. Hey, Chanzo, you just cooked ASJ, man. On that humble, just driving out of nowhere, cooking ASJ. Well done. Laying down the law in a dope-ass and a Tommy shirt, of all things. He not going to like this. I'm going to have to clip this. We're going to have to put this up.
Hey man, you know, I always support you, and I was driving around, and I was. You're right, man. I was heated. I was like, I get so sick and tired, and it's unfortunate Jason is not here with us anymore. But if you look at the interviews, he has always been like, I'm not going to talk about ASJ. Francis said it. There's a reason why you don't see some Rangers with each other. Amy Jo and JDF were very close. Why don't you ever see Amy Jo at a convention with JDF? Why don't you ever see David Yost the same way that you used to see him with JDF? David Yost has a photo on his table that used to have JDF in it, and he cut JDF out of the photo.
You mean ASJ?
ASJ. David Yost has a photo on his booth that ASJ was originally in, and he cut ASJ out of it.
Damn.
So it's like there's something going on. And if you guys pay attention and you see these things, you'll start to see why people and people's true colors start to show. Give people time, and they will show you who they really are. And that's what hurts, because I love, Jason was up there, and I love the character of Jason. Like in that video, don't let it take off your childhood, which is unfortunately JDF said that 6 months before he passed. But I love the character of Jason, but Austin St. John has just done things that just make you be like, dude, what was you thinking? Like, come on, bro. So
yeah, Jesus. Well, look, man, you put in a lot. You've cooked him. I think he's well done. I don't know where you at, but I'm gonna have to let you go, man. I don't want you to destroy my equipment out here with all that fire you spitting, man. Jeez, I gotta take these out. My ears is burning. They burning on me, man. Like, goddamn. All right, man. That's Chanzo, man. We gonna let him go. Salute to Chanzo.
Peace. Tomorrow.
All right, man. Yo, did y'all expect Chanzo to just come out firing like that on all cylinders? Like, I was like, he was cooking. I was just like, let him cook. I didn't even want to say nothing. I'm like, shit, he cooking so good. All right, we gonna bring up Sand, and then we gonna save Brent for last. Brent, millionaire Brent, he back there. He ready to kick Francis back in. He ready to talk ish. He ready to what's the old saying? He ready here. He coming here to kick ass and take names, and he got everyone's name already. So we'll bring up Sand. Peaceful Sand.
Not right now.
Hey, Sand, how are you?
I'm good, but peaceful is not the word.
Ooh, she's like, I am not. She's choosing violence today.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm going to say it, and I said it in the chat. If this was one of your kids and this was at school, what would any parent do if you find out somebody's bullying your kid? and it's the same thing. The only difference is we're adults, and there's no difference in a business. You know, if any other business, you work in corporate. If somebody, you know, does something like that in corporate, you're gonna get in trouble. And it's not gonna be one of those, oh, it's okay, you're just gonna get a slap on the wrist. You're gonna get
like if I was the post, I'm happy anyone's dead. I'll be without a job.
Yeah, and blackballed. That's the thing. It wouldn't just be, you know. So why is it because it's a con? Oh, it's a con. It's fantasy. It's all this. It's not as important. We should be peaceful. No, because this guy's not going to stop. He even admitted in his apology that is not an apology. That he's not going to stop. He's saying it's like, I'm going to keep beating kids up. I'm going to keep putting them in lockers. I'm going to keep putting them in the trash, and there's nothing anyone's going to do about it.
Yeah,
and that's not okay. That's not, because a lot of us are millennials. We're off our mood stabilizers, and it's not okay. And because you don't treat people like that and then say, oh, I'm sorry, I misread the room and I thought everybody hated Jason too. And and that's not what happened.
Right.
And honestly, it wouldn't matter if it was Jason or somebody else. You don't do that. It's just common. It's common decency. It's just worse that it's Jason.
Now, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Sorry, no, I thought my daughter was saying something.
What did you think about what did you think about ASJ's post? Austin's
he would have been better, and I was the first to say he needs to say something. He would have been better off saying nothing.
Ooh,
because
hot take.
Because he just made things worse.
Ooh, he left a lot of people are probably confused. Like when you make this post and then like, oh, Zach said something, like who's Zach? Zach who? Zach?
Yeah.
You know, Black Ranger Zach? Like who Zach what?
Yeah. But he should have just, if he wasn't going to, you know, make a solid stance or where he stood, I would have, and I know no one's gonna agree with me on this, I would have respected him if he'd said, he's my friend, I'm gonna back him. But he didn't even do that. He was just like, oh, let's be peaceful. Let's not do anything against each other. Let's come together. It's like, it's your camp that's splitting everybody apart. It's not us. It's you and your people. And I said, maybe you need to control them before you start telling us how we're supposed to feel. And it's not a facts thing, because I know Brent's going to bring that
up. You know, Brent. Everyone knows Brent's arguments before they come. Well, you don't have video proof that this happened. You know, I didn't create a little investigator out of Brent, and he's going.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's running the charge, which, you know, I appreciate to a certain extent.
You know, and I appreciate that too. And there's a lot of things with Brent that I agree on. On this one, I don't know how he feels about it. But if you're contractually put into this, I understand not being able to say anything bad about the person, you know, you're in a contract with.
Mm-hmm.
But at least say something that's gonna appease your fans and have the decency not to be like, I don't like what you said, I'm gonna block you.
Yes.
Because you just, word of mouth is going to kill you, because every person that's blocked is going to tell their friends who are fans, don't go to ASJ, don't go to him. He's just going to block you if you don't like what he says. It's like going out with an entitled girl. You're gonna, you know, it's like, don't go out with her. You know, she's going to bleed you dry and she's going to just drive you crazy.
Right.
It's going to be the same thing. And so for me, like, if I had to go to a con, I would avoid him like the plague, because and I loved, ASJ.
Okay.
I loved Jason as a kid. You know, it's like, oh, he was my second, third favorite, you know, Ranger. And I would still not want his autograph. I don't care what the price was. If Jason David Frank was still alive, I would go. I don't even care. It's like $300. Okay, I'd pay it.
What about
Just-
80 for a collectible autograph for Austin St. John? You paying that?
No.
I wonder if he goes to jail or pleads to being a felon, because it is a felony charge he's facing.
Yeah.
Will that impact his appearances at con or ticket prices or autograph prices for that matter?
I know a couple of people who work in cons, at least down here in the South, and it will.
Okay.
It will. They may not let him in for a while. It depends on the level of the con. Like it depends. Like I know some in Tennessee won't. I know some in Georgia might not.
Georgia. All right. Well, thank
just
you,
because,
Sam.
yeah.
I'm
Just
gonna
because of
bring up-
reputation.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to bring up the show's sponsor. You know, who sponsored the show? You know damn well who sponsored the show. All right. Thank you so much. Salute
Thanks.
to San for
Bye.
coming up. And let's bring up my guy, Mr. I'm shocked he's still alive. I was checking on him over the goddamn holiday weekend. I'm like, yo, you still alive? What's going on? Where you at? You drinking your orange juice? Are you hydrated? You know, hey, Dust, what's going on? He like, yeah, man, I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm barely alive, but I'm alive. So without further ado, let's bring up our fan favorite of the show, been supporting me from day one, DustProductions. Everybody, put the goddamn Dust emojis in the chat. Dust,
what's up, everybody?
You tell me. Love the hat, by the way. Love the hat. You see him? He come here flexing. Look at the shirt too. He saw Chanzo had a shirt. He's like, look, I got a shirt too. All right.
There, I moved up.
Dust, how are you, man? I'm happy you're still alive. I know Brent got to wait. Don't worry, Brent will be all right. He'll be all right.
Yeah, I was really bad sick with the flu. I'm still a little bit congested. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but
no, your sound is amazing as always. Look, guys, Dust brought this post to my attention. What was going through your mind when you first read the post, Dust?
So I was on Twitter and like I just see this post and I read, I'm like, what the hell is this? And right away I sent it to you. I'm like, hey, you need to see this.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't even to Zach's actual post. Somebody screenshotted it and somebody that I follow posted it. And so I didn't get to see the comments. So you actually saw the comments. And how long was that post up before he deleted it?
It was over 24 hours. It was up for a while because I think he posted it and then he got on a plane. Or maybe he was on a plane and going overseas. It was something like that. It was something like that. And maybe 24 hours. And once it start making the rounds and people start posting it and people start reposting it under company post, then it came down. Then everything was starting to become private on his profile. All his pictures, all his posts, everything was taken down. The website was altered to where you have to type in to get to the memoriam and the client list. Everything was scrubbed.
Yeah, this happens on the internet, you know. We have both seen it. Somebody screws up, you know, an influencer screws up, and what happens? They get canceled, and anybody that's associated with that person that gets canceled gets called out. And in some cases, it's rightfully so, just like this case, where pretty much his clients, they need to come out and say something directly.
I wish they would.
To Brent.
Go ahead. Brent is waiting.
Who I've been ripping apart on the internet. You know, I'm talking about like the Power Ranger community, you know, like not so much the Pokemon and.
Well, you know, Brent is like the Pokemon people are way bigger. You're not asking them to speak out.
Well, that is true. That is true.
I don't know them, and I've just been covering Power Rangers,
right?
So I would expect the Power Rangers to speak out, not the Pokemon people who I've never.
I'm going
covered.
hard on ASJ because he took when JDF passed away, he's taking photos with his wife, with his daughter, and he put up that post. Oh, you know, it's he was a father, and I don't wish this on anyone. While that might be true, he hated him, probably still hates him, and he's still associating with somebody who
hates him. Who hates him?
Yeah, who hates him and posted just an evil post, you know, and is just awful to so many people, so many of his clients, you know. And so any client that still decides to work with him after this, they need to be held just as accountable. Not just the Power Ranger clients, but all of them. But ASJ, there's been so much hatred, you know, between him and JDF, and it just seems like Austin just will not accept accountability. He just won't. He will not say, you know what, I'm not working with Zach. He's not going to do that. Why? Because Zach will make him just a little bit of money. I mean, Austin doesn't really have a line.
No, it was, we practically walked up.
He might make a few bucks. And right now he needs it. Because he's got to pay his lawyers.
Oh, hell yeah, he needs it.
You know?
And Matthew was telling me that what Austin St. John is doing, he's booking things.
Still there?
Yeah. Oh, snap. You can't hear me. Give me a second. Add to stage. Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry. I'm trying to fool around with this StreamYard. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to fool
Did I cut out?
No, I cut out. I'm trying to fool around with StreamYard so I can get the layout to where I want it, where it's just you and not me. But what Austin St. John is doing is he's booking things himself instead of having Zach do it. That's the way he's circumventing the ban. Oh, I'm booking for myself now. Hey, are you still affiliated with Zach? Well, I'm booking for myself now, so I guess that means no, right?
He says that, but is it true?
I don't know. He's never even said that he's not working with Zach anymore. Well, he's never said that.
I don't know. I mean, how many more conventions was he contracted to do with him?
I think the one in January is through Galactic Productions. And maybe the one in December. I'm not sure because he deleted it. I do have a screen recording of the schedule, but I would have to go back and look at it. Anything else you want to add, Dust? Any special message you want to get to Brent? Any special message you want to say to ASJ? Any special message you want to say to Zach Mcginnis?
Zach, your career is over.
Ooh.
And if it's not, it's going to be very soon.
Strong words.
ASJ, you're a lying piece of crap. And I mean, at the end of the day, I guess it really doesn't matter because you're going to go to jail anyway.
God damn.
And then Brent, you
be nice now. Be nice.
I'm going to be nice. This is your stream. This is your channel. Be nice. As nice as I can be. So Brent was leaving all these posts. You need to hold everyone accountable, everybody accountable. Well, yeah. And I have said that in multiple comments, and I've said that in this chat room tonight. But I don't think Brent has it in him to say we need to hold ASJ accountable along with everybody else. All he says is we got to hold everybody else accountable, but he cannot say we need to hold Austin St. John accountable. He will not say it.
Ooh.
I haven't heard him say it.
All right. Well, you know what, Dust? Let's get to him. I'm going to drop you down. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for sponsoring. Thank you for the support over basically day one, man. Huge thank you. I'm happy you alive. Maybe he'll let you know that I was checking in on his ass. Like, yo, you alive? Making sure, Dust was all right over the weekend. But thank you, Dust. Let me bring up Brent without further ado. ASJ's favorite, biggest fan. He's not my favorite or whatever. He's like, no, he's not my favorite. But we are about to bring up Brent. Now, people will be accusing Brent of being my goddamn sugar daddy. All these goddamn jokes. I go to one con, compliments of Brent, and people got jokes. They got jokes. But someone said ASJ don't drop the soap. Anyway, without further ado, everyone's this local celebrity of the channel, guys. He gets recognized at con. He sent me a picture of him being recognized at a con. I should show it. I don't know if I can show it. You probably don't care, but anyway. Let's bring up Brent. All right, Brent, can you center yourself just a little? Can you get the camera?
Okay, so is it center now?
Perfect.
Okay.
Hold on.
Where are you?
Chat. Hold on. Oh, can you see me?
No, I can't.
Oh, I'm on a different. Just listen to my voice. Listen to my voice. If you got the stream up on on another page, you're probably watching this on your phone. You're doing this on your phone?
No, on my computer.
All right. So if you open up another screen with the stream and just mute the stream, you can see the layout. It's a different kind of layout. All right.
Okay. So
let me read this super chat first from my man Vinny, who always checking in from the garage. Hey, I was just checking the post from ASJ, and at this point, all messages question ASJ and Zach have been deleted. All the comments are just lovey-dovey bullshit. Yeah, man. I know. But shout out to my man Vinny. Hopefully he's not in the garage, but he got the kids sleeping, the wife be up on him. But here, let's go to the layout that Brent likes. We're gonna go to the layout that Brent likes. I thought someone else hit the link. This is the layout that Brent likes. Give me a second.
Okay, is that good now?
This is perfect.
Okay.
What would you, first off, go ahead, Brent. What would you like to say about your boy ASJ?
Okay, so let me just clarify something in the chat. So,
is this
April,
about ASJ?
Yeah, April, because she claims I said that she said nothing of worth. That's not what I said. What I said was she types on a keyboard. This is summarizing. You Henry, you can look it up yourself. She types on a keyboard. She criticizes me, but when she comes up, she says she has nothing to say.
Whoa,
that's what I said.
God,
and I not say you have nothing. I was waiting for you to say something, but you had nothing to say when you came up to speak. Henry asked you, "Do you have anything to say to Brent?" He said, "No," and that's your right. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't misrepresent people in the chat, and then people like Matthew are like, "I'm Team April." I mean, come on, let's not misrepresent the facts. And I contribute. You want to time me out because I have a different opinion, and you might not like it. I mean, I contribute to Henry's channel, and I'm not asking for special privileges. I just want to type my opinion in the chat. I don't think that's too much to ask. But if you want to time me out because you don't like what I have to say, oh well. Let's move on to a better time. I mean,
okay. He wanted to get at April. All right.
So Chanzo,
he about to come for Chanzo.
The strike or what?
The strike is over. I didn't correct them on it, but the strike is over.
The strike is over. But I spoke to Walter. It's a very complex situation. It wasn't and he doesn't like to talk about it. It wasn't just that they just walked off on their contract date without thinking. It was very complex. And when I asked Walter, they all agreed to negotiate together as a team. And I asked him, "Did you?" And he says, "That's all I want. That's all I will say." But as he claims,
who was part of the team?
All six of them agreed to negotiate together. This is from his mouth. And people want to question me that I'm making things up. Well, I've seen Walter multiple times, and that's what he told me. They agree. All six agreed. But besides that point, Chandler claims that Austin St. John's is not principal because he came back for the show. They walked off because of money, not because of money. They weren't being paid well.
Okay.
If they were being paid better, there's nothing stopping them from coming back. They didn't complain about it. It was about money. It wasn't about. They were willing to put up with the working conditions. That was David Yost's issue. He was being called homophobic things. I would totally understand why you want to walk off, because your pride and your dignity is more important than stay and then keep your contract. I totally support what David did by walking off because of how he was, the working conditions. But from what I understand, they walked off because of salary. Now, if you renegotiate and get more money, I see no problem with coming back because of money. And you said it yourself, Walter, it's about money. He's very transparent about that. He's not hiding because he's not saying, because he's not saying, Haim's not saying the cast and saying hi to them. That's not why
he's not on it. Yeah. All right, now let's get to the topics at hand. I appreciate the history lesson. How did you feel about Austin St. John's post?
It's weak. It's weak. And what if he said nothing at all? It's also weak. But the reason why I say everybody, including Austin, especially, I mean, in terms of Power Rangers community, in Karen too. Her response was, I was very disappointed with Karen, because I'm very straightforward with her. Like you were with me, Henry, and I told her how I felt about her when I saw her on screen back when I saw her on the VHS, when I saw her for the first time. I told her to her face, when I saw you after you morphed as a saber-toothed tiger and I realized that you replaced Tree Train, every time I saw you on the island of Phaedos, I said that you were gross. Oh. I told her that to her face. Remember, you remember this, Henry, right?
I remember, yes. I was there.
And she understood, and she appreciates that level of sassiness, you could call it. But so when she says this, that weak post, it's kind of like, I think Zach has a lot of authority and power. And I don't know if Karen's still represented by him or not. But yeah, that was very disappointing. But Austin, in particular, he's the type of guy. What is the saying when people show you who believe them? Sending love is greater than hate.
Yeah, this was her post.
I mean, that's what she posted in response to what Zach posted, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's weak. And if she's still represented by him, I will not buy another thing from her.
Oh. If
it goes straight to if Galactic Production gets any of that money, I will not buy another thing from her.
Okay.
Same with Austin St. John. If Galactic Productions is getting money from him, I will not buy another thing from him. If Galactic Production is making any money, I will not buy anything from him. If Galactic Production is making money off of it, because the other post that Zach. That post is absolutely disgusting. It's just unbelievable. And I went to a con in San Francisco, and I approached Matthew Wood. I'm sure Matthew Egan, he probably knows Matthew Wood personally. I don't know their relationship. And I went to Matthew Wood was gone. He was on break, and I asked the assistants, "Oh, do you know what's going on with Zach?" And it's like, "Oh, we know what's going on. We know what's going on, but we are not talking about it." What? I was like, "Oh, you don't want to talk about it? Okay." Wow. So, but Galactic Production didn't book that particular con, so I felt comfortable buying. But I don't feel Matthew Wood's near the bottom. He's near the bottom.
Here, let me find him. him. So you talking to Matthew Wood?
Yeah, General Grievous. He was like one of the villains in Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars. So he's a pretty big name in terms of the Star Wars community. Yeah, that's him. That was him.
That's him. And he would not talk about the situation.
His assistant said that we are not talking about this. I was like, oh, and I don't want to ruin the mood. Like, I don't want to push further because, I mean, General Grievous, I mean, I want to get something, but that's probably the last time I would support him. But when I went to Daniel Logan's booth, one of his assistants actually knew about the post, and he didn't tell Daniel. I was like, oh,
wow.
Okay. You didn't tell him. Okay, but you somebody behind his Daniel Logan's desk was videotaping our interaction. And then I told I told Daniel, do you know about what your agent Zach said? And he was like, no. So the video you showed earlier, that's me showing him the post. And I read it to him. And Henry, if people were there, there was a guy, one of his assistants, his mouth was literally like.
He was like, "Why are you telling him that?"
I was like, "Oh," he was like, there was a silence, and then like his handler, who's like, who's worried about the guarantees because he's on a guarantee. He's on a guarantee. There's absolutely nothing on your channel. You shit on people with guarantees, and we have to be realistic here. Not everyone's a Mark Hamill. Not everyone's an Ewan McGregor. Daniel Boba Fett was a side character.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's not as popular as a Luke Skywalker. I'm sorry. That's just the reality of it. So he was on a guarantee.
Go ahead. All
and he was on a guarantee because they asked me, do you want a selfie as well? I was like, no. It's like, it's a combo. I was like, no. And then, so after I read the post, he asked me literally, is the Red Ranger still on the client list? I was like, ooh. And I said, yes, he is. And then and then he looked on his phone and he literally typed in Jason. I was like, Jason? But then I realized that I think Daniel, I'm speculating here, I think Daniel refers to Austin St. John as Jason because that's Jason Lawrence Geiger's real name.
Yes.
So he typed on his phone Jason, and Daniel says he's a nice guy. So I saw contacts I shouldn't have seen.
So like you looking over his shoulder, looking in his
phone.
No.
We were right next to each other. If you saw it, we were right next to each other. I was like, oh, I turned away because he had all his bunch of Jasons. He probably had. I think he has Jason David Frank's phone number too. I was like, oh, I didn't see any of that.
All right, okay.
I was like, oh my god, like why are you showing me all? Like, no, it's because what I speculate is that Daniel is aware of the beef. That's what I'm speculating, and he knows how damaging those comments were because after I spoke with Daniel, he was like, I know Zach personally. We were we grew up together. So he mentioned something about pristine company or something. I'm sure Matthew Egan knows about this more than I do. I had no idea it was something pristine or something. And then Zach helped him get like some really good gigs, but he's not using him on a regular basis.
Okay, so what Brent's trying to say is Daniel is not exclusive to Zach, but Zach can book for him if he finds something that meets his criteria.
That's what the case is. Like they have it's not like an exclusive, but he can. I think that's
okay.
The case. That's he has on the website.
And if you're a talent person, you want everyone to have the ability to book you, probably, but people like Austin St. John sign these exclusive offers that, hey, only Galactic Productions can book me because he's going to make sure I get my guarantees in the room like I like it. All that good stuff, all the accommodations. So we touched on Austin St. John's post. We touched on Karen Ashley's post. What did you think about Zachery's apology, if you will, the apology post that he made? Are you buying it?
I didn't even read it because it's I know it's empty.
Okay.
I don't even. My first miss said blah 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 blah. My serious. No, I don't. I think it's fake. I don't think it's no.
Okay.
Just because he's getting backlash.
Yeah, 100%. He wouldn't have made this if it wasn't no backlash. If it was well received and turns out everyone hated JDF, it'd be a different story. But since he's so beloved and he got backlash, and he's losing cons. He had to make this post. Were there any Power Rangers or any celebrity post in response to Zach that made you, that you were like, oh, I'm proud of, like I'm appreciative, or that just impressed you at all?
Like on social media?
Yeah, I mean that's where everything. I mean, I did have Walter's post, Walter's response.
Oh, I didn't see Walter's post.
You ain't see your boy's post, huh? Well, let me enlighten you. Let me get off of ASJ, and let's go to Walter's post, guys. And I didn't get a chance to show you this, guys, earlier because everything that was going on.
What's up, guys?
He posted it in
Bring something to your attention.
Dawsonette's comment section, right? Where is it at? I see. There it go right there. There it go right there. Yeah, I mean, we see Chanzo, my brother from another mother. We see Mike Bradley. He's losing it. This was in an unnecessary attack, completely insensitive and vulgar. He should keep his inside thoughts to himself. Now, I can't help but wonder, does Walter have his own inside thoughts that he may keep to himself? So what do you think about Walter's Jones post? And Walter is no longer affiliated with Zach. I believe he can't book Walter at all. And it's only ASJ.
So this is Walter's. So it was, I'm assuming Walter writes his own social media, right? This is not
I assume so. Yeah,
I'm assuming so.
Yeah,
that's a good point. Keep yourself thoughts to yourself, because that's what Daniel Logan said. He said the same thing. He said, like, you can have your thoughts, but when he's put it out there in public, then he was shocked. Like, I'm sorry, like he was completely caught off guard, because I'm assuming these actors, they are insulated because social media are going after these people off all the time, and if they went on social media, logged on, it would probably affect their mental state. So they probably stay off social media and have their people, their staff, tell them what is being said. It's probably through a filter.
Yeah.
So he was caught off guard. Like,
Walter left Zach a year ago, according to my sources. I see we also got DJ Marvel in here. Shout out to DJ Marvel. But this, I don't know what to say. Like, I wish people would do more, but who am I to say what people should and should not do? I just wish people would make it clear that, hey, I have no business with Zach. He can't book for me. And that be that. But that
standard has not been met by anybody.
Nobody. Nobody. And here's the thing, right? You got to think, Walter Jones, right? Who's Walter Jones' business partner? Do you know?
I think it's that guy Hustle Matters.
How about
Fanward. Yeah.
Fanward. What do you?
Jeremy Sempler and austinstjohn. Yeah.
These are his business partners. One business partner is still booking with Zach, or still under Zach, or have some affiliation with Zach, but won't condemn what he said. How is this going to impact Fanward going forward? Like, because this is not going to go away. People are going to always act. So, I think it's only a matter of time before it become clear that Austin St. John still does business with Zach, to where Walter Jones may be negatively impacted. People may start asking, like, yo, how are you doing business with Austin when he does business who wish JDF was dead, like, as a Power Ranger?
Yeah, I mean, I had a long discussion with Daniel, to the point where they were videotaping, the guy behind it was videotaping, because it maybe took like 15 minutes at the table, and people were waiting. But Daniel felt it was so important to discuss this. And I mentioned that, Daniel, you could do it. You choose what. I am not you choose what you want to do. That's your choice. But you keep in mind that at these cons, you see, I pointed to him, there was a Green Ranger walking around in the autograph area. There was no Power Rangers at the con. And I said to him, these JDF fans, it's a strong fan base. And if there's pictures of you with JDF, I think I saw one. and the JDF fans, the Green Ranger fans, they I'm assuming they support people that are friends of JDFs at the cons, even though they might not be the fans of Boba Fett. They may not like it, but because they're friends with JDF, they might go get a selfie or an autograph.
This is so true. This is so true.
And Daniel's like, yes. And I also told him, if there's any perception that you're disrespecting JDF, whether it's you directly confronting JDF over something, or it's indirectly using an agent that disrespects JDF, they might like you as a Star Wars fan, but because you disrespected JDF, whether it's directly or indirectly, they might avoid your booth. And he was like, his agent was like, absolutely, because they know they're at these cons and they see not just Star Wars fans, but fans from other fandoms. And he probably sees the most common fan, Power
Britton cut himself off. He was cooking too much. But anyway, we'll see if he comes back. Shout out to Mr. Monster, who said Austin should have called him out by name. He said something, but I bet you he's still going to have that guy work 100%. And I think Brent may be back. Sometimes the internet was like, Brent, slow down, buddy. Slow down. All right, let's bring Brent back. All right, go ahead, Brent. You were cooking. What happened? Your internet cut out?
I think I swiped something, but anyway, so.
But yeah, you were talking about people getting pictures from JDF fans.
Yeah, I saw at that con there was no Power Ranger. Not even one Power Rangers. Even Francis wasn't speaking there. Like nobody was there from Power Rangers. I saw the White Ninjetti and the Green Ranger. Those are the two most common ones, and there was no Power Rangers, but they're walking around these autograph booths, just walking around, and I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know why they're there, but I speculate that they're there because they're supporting the celebrities that support JDF. Like Mark Hamill was a supporter of JDF's. I think Francis could speak on this. They took a picture together, and his autograph was not cheap. But I bet you, even though those JDF fans didn't, maybe they might not be a fan of Star Wars, but they probably paid for a Mark Hamill autograph because they were a fan of JDF because they took a picture together.
Right.
And what I'm trying to say is that it's the reputation is so important, and Daniel, he understood this, and he was like, absolutely. Jason was a friend of mine. He told me, and he says that what Zach did is horrible. I don't know if those were his words, but that was the sentiment he expressed to me. And he was like, Zach was we grew up together. He helped me get gigs, and I think I already spoke about this earlier, but it's something about pristine. I don't know.
Okay. Wow.
And he said what Zach said was not acceptable. And what I think he's going to do is he's going to contact the Zach guy because he hasn't booked with Zach since not recently.
See, what I'm wondering, I'm happy you showed them the post, but is Zach's clients aware that Comic-Con, the bigger conventions are banning him and his talent from them?
Yeah, I told Daniel that there are cons that are banning people who are clients of Zach's, even if they're not exclusive. I told him that, and then I'm surprised he doesn't know this, but I think he's so. I think his team, Matthew, might speak to this. They're insulating these actors from this guy. I don't know what's going. How does he not know this? It's just crazy to me. But yeah, I told him, and he was like, "I really appreciate you telling me this." Because what I think he knows is that if he doesn't act, then people take notes and they won't go to his. I said to him, people see Daniel Logan still signed with Galactic Productions, they avoid. They'll walk away. If they're not a young Boba Fett fan, they will most likely walk away and go to someone else because he is being repped by someone who said some despicable things, and I think he'll act. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I think he'll say something, and I think he's going to contact Austin too. I think he has his number.
He probably already did. He probably already did.
Because after when I read that post, he immediately asked me, "Is the Red Ranger still on there?" I was like, "Whoa, okay."
Because he knows. I mean, Zach has been repping for Austin St. John or Jason Lawrence Geiger,
and Steve Cardenas as well. And I think Steve Cardenas and him and Daniel, they have a relationship because I typed up their names and Daniel said that Steve is the sexiest Ranger. I don't. It's on social media, and then Steve was like, finally someone noticed. I was like, okay.
Hey yo, what the
But
fuck?
he seems to be friends with both because, as I said before, he typed in Jason, Lawrence Geiger, and so they seem to be close. And he was so appreciative that he gave me a free selfie, free one, even though he was under heavy pressure. Because he was under a guarantee.
Steve Cardenas would never.
His handlers.
Yeah,
he Steve. His handlers that.
So
here, cons. Yeah.
The handlers likely are there to ensure Zach gets his money. The handlers may be there for Zach to make sure he gets his cut, his 10%.
Well, I don't know if Zach booked that gig or it could be for the con too, because
they want to make sure he's worth.
They get the celebrities come somewhat close to the guarantee, because if they're making no money and they're giving a guarantee, then they might not be invited back, but they have to be somewhat close to the guarantee.
Any last words, Brent? Because I'm about to shut this stream down. Any last words you want to give to the community? Maybe April, who was cooking during the stream, who said she couldn't say anything. Maybe to ASJ, or maybe to Zach.
Okay, so ASJ. So I think I said this already. If there's a gig that Galactic Production books of him, I will not buy anything from ASJ.
Will you ask him? Is this a Galactic Productions gig?
Are you still being wrapped by Galactic Productions? If I see him, Henry, you could see him too if you want.
Shut up. Anyway.
I mean, the thing is, like, I will ask, because if what that guy said is unacceptable, like, there's just no, I don't care what you think about, if we let things like this, because the comic conventions are supposed to be about feelings and about goodwill and about supporting people and being, because people might take the business approach, like, oh, he just said words and it doesn't affect anything. You have to, in this life, you have to separate. People say mean things, you have to separate it as long as it doesn't affect the bottom line. But no, I feel like with these conventions, you have to have some standards of goodwill and integrity. And if you're not willing, especially when you get a new representative, if you're not willing to do that, then I'm not willing to support anybody who has this person, Zach, as their representative, because these agents speak on the behalf of the celebrity. And Francis mentioned about an agent blocking people on behalf of JDF, but JDF allowed that. So
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Francis said something about like and it wasn't JDF.
No, they blocked Steve Cardenas. Right,
the agent did that.
Yeah,
at the same time,
JDF had nothing to do with that.
But the thing is, your agent has a response. Then if JDF was not okay with that, he should have fired that agent.
Well, see, as you notice with your Daniel Logan situation, agents are not the most transparent. As Daniel Logan has learned about what his booking agent did from you, as opposed to hearing it from Zach. So,
right.
So JDF could not have been aware that, hey, his agent was blocking other people on behalf of JDF, who JDF was like, oh, I had no idea that my agent was doing this.
I'm sure he fired them immediately, right? I'm sure Francis can speak on that. I don't know.
It probably was Zach.
He should speak about that and say, I fired the person, and that's what everyone, if you're gonna hold ASJ, because ASJ should be held accountable. Like, if you're gonna have this guy, if he had to sign Galactic Productions like he did at Ranger Stop, if Zach is representing, I will not buy from him.
Right.
Period. I will not support this guy who is glad people are dead. That's just like, we cannot tolerate that. I will not support ASJ. Period. I don't care, because Twee, even though I appreciate what he did with Twee, if you're gonna support this, no way. Even same with Karen. If you're still represented by this guy, I will, and he's booking your con. No, I will not support you. No way. No. But the standard should be held to everyone, including ASJ.
Yeah.
And Dust, he wants to nitpick like that. I mean, why am I being held to that standard? I could be demanding the same thing from him, but the thing is,
all right, let's keep the resilient army
but
together.
I made it very clear. Like, that's just Austin. If he has this guy booking his stuff, like the next con, he's at a con in Ohio. Let's say I go to that con and he's still repping Austin, I will not buy from him. No way.
Well, all right. Well, Brent has spoken, y'all. Thank you for coming up, Brent. We always appreciate you. I mean, I do, even if April may not. So salute.
April may, yeah.
All right, let me get him out of here. I gotta get him out of here. I had to get him out of here. He was about to go off. He was about to go off. Let me. All right. Let me get him out of here. All right. He's going, guys. Shout out to my man Brent. You know, we still cool up in this joint. We still cool. All right, guys. Today was a good day. Tomorrow should be even better. I saw one of my guests, Kevin Lyle. He's out here. He's known Zach for 11 years, and he does stuff like this all the time. He's a horrible person. So tomorrow we should hear from Kevin Lyle, Matthew Egan with some more stories, but most importantly, we should be hearing from Keith Gibbs of Fayetteville Comic-Con tomorrow. Fingers is crossed. I'm hoping he shows up. I don't know how long. I think I asked for like a half an hour. 8:30 to 9. So it's going to be a quick show. Just putting this together for my Ranger people. I know some of my other people from, who may be wondering, like, where all the Twitch coverage at, where Pokemon Cookies at, all this stuff that, that get like the crazy stupid views. But this is a passion of mine. So as opposed to trying to put profit before passion won. I was just like, I'm gonna do this Power Ranger stuff, Cradle to the Grave. I got like 3 breaking stories just sitting in my email, another interview that I pre-recorded that's just waiting to just be released. But I'm here with you guys, my day ones, my A1s, the people who built this channel. And I've said I would never forget or turn my back on. And for 1 year straight, I have been keeping my word. Okay, let that be known. When Power Ranger stuff come out that people don't want to talk about, like the posts per se, that my tabs are all messed up. Like when this post came out and surprisingly no one wanted to talk about it. I was like, oh well, I'll talk about it. I don't mind. But I do the dirty work so other people don't have to. But with that out of the way, guy, any questions? I saw Transgender was doing some crazy stuff, and Trans been cool. I don't mind the name or anything like that. But I don't know what happened. I don't know where it went left. I wasn't really following the conversation too crazy. But did I miss anything? Did I not cover something, guys? Did I not cover anything? Something y'all want to know. Is there any pressing topics that y'all want me to go over? There's so much XQC stuff I want to cover, but I'm in my bag, right? I'm in my Power Rangers bag. You know what I'm saying? I saw Legacy of Nerd was in the chat. If y'all got nothing for me, then I guess I might have to trans defending ASJ. Well, it's always gonna be people defending ASJ. Like, what do you expect? I mean, It's just, I hate to say it, but I mean, if you go through his post right here and you start reading these comments, he only left the people up that's coping. If you cope, yeah, you may still be up. If you start talking Zachery, you're gonna get deleted. You're gonna get blocked. And then guess what? You will never be able to talk about it again. And this is a way to kind of like create an echo chamber, if you would. Me, typically, I don't block. I think I didn't even block transgender. I just timed him out. He should be back. Maybe April probably blocked him. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. You don't come in dissing people. You can have a different opinion of Francis. You can have a different opinion of Dust. But when you start dissing, going personal, that's not the way. We want to create a environment where you can, I don't know, professionally disagree, agree to disagree with people about their opinions, but, try not to keep it too personal. But anyway, guys, I salute to you guys. I just want to let you know, there are a lot of people watching this channel. Henry, let me do my job, Lo. I mean, I just came back and, I support April, guys. I've never said, April, hey, don't do that. I'm like, she like, oh, timed up. I'm like, oh, cool, whatever. But I saw trans going at it, and I think maybe you did it, then I did it. I think that's how it happened. But there are a lot of people watching this channel that are deep in the community. And that's how I got the Fayetteville Comic-Con interview. So to all my content creators out there, always create content as if everyone in the world is watching, as opposed to maybe the current audience, because you never know who's watching. Even when you got like a small amount of people watch the replay. And that's how I've gotten some of these crazy good interviews that you would never expect someone with a YouTube channel of my caliber to get. So, anywho, let's stand on morals in business and ethics and all that good stuff. And don't let things, I mean, I got more Power Ranger stuff we could have talked about. I mean, that looked like Jenna, low key, don't it? Like, Jenna, that you? Jenna, that you? I mean, she would be perfect casting for it. All this other stuff is unrelated. But anywho, so, here we go. I was looking at the goddamn Macy's Thanksgiving parade. It will never have the same, whatchamacallit. Legacy and everyone to be like me. Okay, step one, when someone sends you a super chat like myself, make sure you read it. That's what you should do. You missed out, man. Missed out. But the Macy's Day Thanksgiving parade will never have the same meaning. And I think I saved more. I think I was texting somebody too about it. These are all the people who posted. This story is crazy. Crazy. This story is even crazier. Anywho, I can't find it. I can't find it. But salute to Legacy and Nerd, man. Salute to him. I'm just, giving them some trash. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you. Hopefully to see you tomorrow. I'm gonna get that thumbnail out tonight. Make sure you, somebody didn't hit the link. Somebody hit the link, y'all. Hold up. Who hit the link? It better be someone like crazy. Because I was just about to shut it down. Oh, encore. She over, hey, put the clothes on, Francis. This people watching now. She over here showing stuff. She got the, all right, hold on. Francis coming up, y'all. She naked back there. I gotta tell her to put some clothes on. She think it's just me and her. All right, you got clothes on? Okay, she got clothes on. All right, y'all. Let's give
First of all,
let's hold up. Let's give it up for Francis. She here. She was back there topless, y'all. She was like, "Henry, you ready?" I was like,
hey yo, what the fuck? I was minding my business, building my little nightstand. I don't have anything to say about Brent because he didn't say anything disrespectful or that I thought was wrong, right? I don't hate Brent. Brent has his opinion. I don't agree with his opinion, but it's his opinion. Do I think he goes overboard? Yes. But what Trans said, and wait, if you block him or her, I don't even know what.
I don't know
what
what Trans been around for a while, y'all. Trans been around for a while.
But are they blocked? Can they still see the stream, or they just can't comment?
They can still stream if they're still here.
Okay.
Typically, sometimes when people get blocked, they just click off.
Well,
but I don't know what happened.
Watch the replay. He could watch the replay,
or she. You never know.
It can watch the replay.
Or they.
I don't know. I don't know what they are. The trans obsession, whatever the name is. First of all, what? That I wasn't Jason's friend. I was Jason's employee, yes, but I was also his friend for almost 11 years, even to the point that I haven't even been to shows in a long time. Maybe like 6 months. Wait, I was pregnant for almost 2 years, right? So why? He's like, oh, I don't need to defend Jason and beef that have nothing to do with me. Everything about Jason has to do with me. Everything about Jason has to do with me, and I'm pretty sure Patrick Sky will feel the same way. I'm pretty sure Tammy, obviously his wife, Jenna, obviously his daughter, people that are close to him. Aaron takes everything personal. They're gonna take it personal about JDF. You know what I mean? Like, if someone's out there saying they're glad he's dead, then yes, I'm gonna talk my ish. And if Brent summons me, because obviously he loves my name. If Brent summons me, I will drop my little building and come up.
Love of my life.
I was calm, cool, and collected, hearing him talk that ish, which I agree with him. I'm glad that he at least will not support Zach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it has nothing to do with ASJ, I know. But I think Brent isn't like, he might not like Jason or things that Jason has said, but I don't think he hates. You know what I mean? Like, for you to say, I'm glad someone's dead, you hate that person.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? If you, and I might get slack, if you condone that, right? If God forbid ASJ were to pass away and I were to say, I'm glad because blah, 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 what type of person would I be?
You would be not on this channel anymore for
exactly.
that. For that
he's
reason.
He's a father. He's a husband. He's, a hero to a lot of people. I would never say that. How evil, how miserable must you be to hate someone that's gone? That's like, your life must be miserable. Like, Zach's life must be miserable. And people, ASJ said, to think about his mental health, and we should look up, like check on him, do a well check. He didn't think about Tammy well-being. He didn't think about Jenna's well-being. He didn't think about Sky's well-being. He didn't think about his other son's well-being. He didn't think about Jason's father, who lost both his sons and his wife. Right? We lost Mama Frank in 2017. So what? A few years, 4 years, 5 years later, you lose your last remaining son. Get out of here. Like, he didn't think about that. He didn't think about them. And it's a shame that Austin gave that BS response, because that was, somebody wrote it for him. It wasn't like and I'm sorry, I'm not saying that he's dumb, but I'm saying it was such a PR response that he should have put himself in people's shoes. He said Jenna was his little sister, and that Tammy was family, and that we should wrap them with love or whatever. You take your word. Be a man about your word, because he likes to say morals. And what morals do you have if you are complicit to someone saying, I'm glad you're dead? Someone's dead. Like, Zach could have said, I hate JDF. He's an asshole. He was an asshole. He was mean to me. He fired me and I couldn't make money off him. And, my cash cow was gone because he fired me. He could have said all that and people would have been mad, but he wouldn't have been canceled. He wouldn't have been going through what he's going. Is the fact that he said, I'm glad you're dead. And that is what pisses me off. And I'm always going to defend, and Trans can say whatever he or she wants. But like I was cool. I'm cool. And you saw, I when you called me with Brent, I was playing with Brent. I even said, I love y'all. Have a good show. Like, I have nothing against Brent. I respect his opinion. I don't think he's right. Right. I think sometimes he goes over like too far gone. But I don't hate anyone. And I respect him. But what Trans said, I disrespect you. I have no respect for someone that will come on, first of all, mention Dust's mom. You don't even know if Dust's mom is alive. You don't know if she's well. Like, who does that? How old are you? 5? Like, who does that? Like, that's probably the worst thing I've seen on your channel ever. And Brent be talking ish. You know what I mean?
Brent stay talking shit, yeah.
Always. And I've never felt like Brent has disrespected me. Ever have I felt disrespected. And that's why I was like, they wrote like, oh, you can at least forgive Brent. I don't have to forgive Brent for anything. It's his opinion. Whether he's wrong, I think he's wrong. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, he has the right to feel how they want to feel. People have the right to say I'm a clout chaser because that's their right. Are they right? No. But like, you know what I mean? They can say whatever, you could say whatever you want, but not cross that line. And that was uncalled for. I feel sorry. I'm sorry, Dustin, that happened. I don't even know if your mom's alive, but
He lost his mom in 2011.
Exactly. So Trans should feel like a piece of shit right now, because how do you mention someone's mom? Like, if you were to mention my mom or anyone, like, we will go at it. It will be on site. And that's ridiculous and so out of line. But going back to what this stream was really about, I just had to rant because I so didn't like that. And I'm glad that everyone was trying to hide me from seeing it. Y'all know I'm a monitor here. I could just scroll up and I saw it anyway. But I hope, and I'm sure Austin's people are definitely watching your channel.
Oh, 100% they are.
100%.
I know they're watching it because all my Austin St. John content has just shot up. And that's because he searched it.
Of course. So if he was another one, at least he could have, like someone said, he's my friend. He's been with me through this tough situation with the PPP loan, and I'm going to jail. So I'm gonna stick beside him. But he was wrong. He should have never said that. It's uncalled for. It's disrespectful, and I would have respected that. I would have been like, damn, at least he, shot him out and talk shit. You know what I mean? But to just play around it. Like, I told you, I don't even know if he was talking about Jason or if he was talking about Zach throughout the whole post.
Yeah.
Do you want us to not talk shit about, are you saying that we're haters and negative because we're responding to Zach? Or are you saying that Zach's post is negative? Like, what are you saying? What is it?
It's confusion out there. He won't clarify either. He'll just keep posting his next comments.
And there was a comment, I think the comment's deleted now, that someone was being sarcastic and said, oh, of course, us, the people that are talking negative about Zach are the ones that are
spreading the negativity,
spreading the negativity, bravo, or something like that. And he said, well said.
I was like,
what? So you're basically agreeing that people that are going against Zach for the shitty shit he said are wrong? Like, I've lost respect for Austin with this whole thing. And I bet you 100% if Jason was alive, nobody would have talked that shit.
No, he wouldn't have said none of that shit to his face.
Of course, Zach was afraid of him.
Of course.
100%. Zach was afraid of him. And Austin avoided him like the plague. Like, let's be honest. And, I hope everyone reaps what they sow. Like, when I lay my head in the pillow at night, my conscience is clean and clear. I sleep like a baby every night when Exhale lets me sleep. But other than that, like, I hope these people, when they put their heads in the pillow, I wonder if they could sleep at night.
Oh, I don't know. Bad Boys,
and he has 5 kids.
Oh,
shit. 5 kids, and you are out here siding with someone that is glad someone's son, someone's husband, someone's father, someone's friend, someone's uncle is dead, nah, that's not
Yeah.
cool. And I hope karma doesn't kick his butt too bad, because at least God showed me that you shouldn't be vindictive on people. But like, karma always comes a knocking to everybody, whether it's good karma or bad karma.
All right.
And
Well
that's
said,
that.
Francis. Thank
Sorry,
you
I
for
know
coming.
I know you were gonna close the
I saw
the
it was you,
stream,
and I was like, all
but
right,
I was like,
let's give her
I was
some
like,
time.
my hair's all messed up. I didn't even. I was. Listen,
Hey,
I'm building this nightstand.
next time you want to come up, can you be fully dressed before you hit the link?
I'm building a nightstand.
You just built nightstands naked now? Like that's what we doing?
Well,
Was that accidental or coincidental? Like what's going on?
I don't know. Maybe you should call me later on private. Put the little saxophone thing. Put the little.
All right, let's get Francis out of here before something pop out. All right, let's go. All right, cool. Jesus, Francis. Oh, she had them things stanging out there for y'all, huh? I know y'all brothers is starving.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir. I know somebody was starving. Like, damn, Francis, they like, she holding like that? Oh, shit. Anyway, you're like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Anyway, guys, this was great. Tomorrow should be better. I'm really hoping it goes off like I want. If it does, it's going to be probably one of my best streams, fingers crossed, because I'll be interviewing the CEO of Fayetteville Comic-Con who took a strong stance. And we're going to ask some good questions, get to know him, talk about the history of con. Maybe he'll drop, some hidden gem on us that we don't know about. And then we also going to have Kevin Lau and Matthew Egan again. It should be a great show tomorrow. And Matthew's supposed to be sharing some news stories, as well as Kevin sharing some news stories. So with that out the way, do me a favor, like the stream on the way out. Austin St. John, I know you watching. I know you watching my channel. I've seen your freaking court case thing go from like 500 to like 1,200 views. He done searched it and put it on the algorithm for everybody. But don't worry, it's going to be more ASJ content. I need to reach out to my editor, see what they're trying to edit tonight, if anything. But with that out the way, it'll be 8 p.m. As always, I don't have my daughter today and tomorrow. I'm trying to stream, even though, I'll be honest with you, someone is telling me to stop streaming. They like, you don't got to stop streaming, but you need to start making VODs. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, they like, just start making VODs, make your VODs better. You will make more.
I got money.
That's what they're telling me. And they're like, they have proven their strategy, like stop going live and use that time to edit and put out greater engaging videos if you really want to make some money. And I'm like, and they are a big person on YouTube. they got millions of dollars. Someone like, oh, whatever happened to Rich Campbell from OTK? I don't know. He hiding out here. But that's what they telling me. I'm like torn, guys, because here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. Since y'all like my day ones, it's so many stories that I should be covering, right? Like all the Twitch stuff, all the Twitch stories, I should be covering them, right? Here's the thing. Those things, they do make more money. I've never been shy about that. They do well. They do better. But I love the community we have. So if I stop doing live streams and go straight to VODs, I may lose the connection. So like in theory, right? Instead of doing a live stream on Zach Mcginnis, it would have been a video. It would have been a VOD, like an 8-minute VOD. Boom, here y'all go. Instead of going live about ASJ, hey, here's an 8-minute VOD. Here y'all go. Can we do both? Unfortunately, my time is so limited. I'm time poor. Just think, like I had my daughter for 7 days, right? I couldn't go live. And I could barely edit because she's going through this sleep regression thing where she just keeps waking up. So, it is what it is. People like do both. I'm like, I think I'm gonna keep doing the goddamn live streams. They're like, no more Henry After Dark. I can't give up. I can't give up the live stream. I feel like it's ingrained in me. But they like, do you want to make money? I'm like, yes, because at the end of the day. But y'all my people. I cannot see me not live streaming. I cannot even envision a world where I don't live stream. I can't. But like they're setting everything up for me. They're like, look, here's VODs, here's new editors, here's everything you need to pop off. You just have to commit. I'm like,
nope.
But I'm going through a lot of shit right now. My divorce is looking murky. It's looking murky. Retain my new lawyer today. It's like, dude, I am just like blowing money. Like, it's like a fucking dumpster fire, really. Like, this divorce shit, I thought it was over. Now it's looking like it's gonna be back reinitiated, back negotiating. It's just a fucking headache. It drains my goddamn brain power to like zero. So it's like I got work, stream, editing. Work is demanding. Then the divorce is like, talking to lawyers. Shit, it's like I'm breaking over here. Like I'm folding. I'm like, God damn, I thought I was clear. Like, look, I'll be honest. I was like so in the clear. I'm like, okay, my money is starting to do what it needs to do to recover from the $30,000 to $25,000 in lawyer fees. And then as soon as I start recovering, you saw me, I'm like, oh, I'm upgrading the house. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then out of fucking nowhere, hey, she wants to reopen the divorce. And I'm like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Like, seriously? Yeah, she do. What what do you mean she want to reopen the divorce? Yeah, she wants some cash in hand now. She want the retirement, but she want money in hand now. And she can't get it because she can't get the money till you retire. And I'm like, you want to give her $50,000? If you give her $50,000, I think we can avoid all this shit. I'm like, just think about this, right? Just think about this for a second. I've already spent like $25,000 in legal fees. Do you think I got fucking $50,000 laying around now? I'm gonna just say no.
Nope.
No, I don't. I don't got $50,000 laying around. But she's so up in my fucking finances. She wrote to the judge where I had money at and how I can get that money. I was like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm like, what the fuck? So now it's like, oh God, man, the grind is crazy, man. This shit I'll be dealing with. When I come on stream, I'm like, oh, hey, everybody. I play on the happy face and shit. But yeah, I got to stay resilient. I mean, but here's the thing: at whether by hook or by crook, one lawyer is like, you're gonna have to pay her at some point. So I'm like, all right. So I got to go I'm in saving money mode. Now, I've been in saving money mode before. Now, I go extreme. I was eating fucking Lunchables for 6 months straight. You like Lunchables? I'm talking Ritz crackers, cheese, and Ritz crackers, cheese, and ground turkey. I mean, not ground turkey, but sliced turkey, deli meat. I was doing that for 6 months straight to save up some money. And I would eat Eggo waffles and sausages. I lost a gang of weight because I was just malnourished. Probably, but I needed to save up money. But it's kind of it's interesting considering I got my daughter or whatever, and we Disney on Ice. That's our shit, and we get good tickets. So I'm still gonna splurge on my daughter. But after Christmas, I'm like, I gotta be in save money mode, right? And then the person who's telling me to stop live streaming, they're like, one good video could take care of all that. And I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, you just got to put in the work. I'm like, this is my life. And then remember when I was being headhunted back in the day, I was like, hey guys, I got headhunted, right? They're like, y'all like, what's headhunting? When you in the top of the industry, you don't have to apply for anything. People just come to you. People come to you and say, hey, do you want this job? Right? Well, that position that they was headhunting me for is going to be open in 2 weeks. And it would be a substantial pay raise. It would come with a lot of hard work, but I don't even want it. But if I get super duper desperate or whatever, or a horrible judgment against me, and that position is still open, could you imagine me having to take it? I have a cake job. I love it. Cake. Being a VP is the easiest shit in the world. It's challenging, but rewarding. It doesn't require a lot of my time. I'm always on call, but I love doing my job. And if I take more money, I'll be a higher up position. And I just don't know if I want that, because it comes with a lot of like headaches and stress. And I see my boss who deals with that shit. And I'm just like, you take that extra 20K and you handle that shit. I'm cool making 20K less and having a good life and leaving on time. And you know, it is what it is. But that's my life update, guys. Like, what should I do? Like, if you were in my situation, what would you do? Would you fold? Would you flee the country? I can't imagine not seeing my daughter. And you know, with child support, that shit crazy. Now, her offer, right? Her offer was $50,000 or like some fucking alimony that will get her to $50,000. And I'm just like, can I sue her for mental distress? I wish. I can't. And it's just a process. It's just a process that's stressful. And I'm not doing this for sympathy or anything like that. Like, don't fucking cry for me. I'm not a fucking victim, guys.
You are not a victim here. You have never been a victim here.
I volunteered for it when I said I do, okay? I go with my heart. Shit, my heart is not gonna give her the money, April. No, I'm joking. No, I'm a tough it out. And like, here's the thing. My house is so fucking nice. Not like I'm not a millionaire or anything like that. It's just a nice house for me. It's like 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, you know, almost 2,000 square feet. It's fucking nice. I fucking love it. I want to give it to my daughter. And that's all I am trying to do. And like they doing this thing in my neighborhood where they're about to like, all the properties are about to balloon. And I want to keep the house. So that's what I'm holding out for. You know, maybe she fucking watching this stream. Everybody in my family talking about me streaming and shit now. I think my grandma watching, my mom watching. Oh, and if I want an interview with my mom, you know, you know, she's like, why are you telling people I was a crackhead? I'm like, because you were. She's like, yeah, but you don't need to be telling everyone all that. I'm like, are you going to come on stream or not? She's like, I'm going to come on stream, but I'm going to have to hide my face. I'm like, no one knows you. She's like, I know people, boy. I was like,
hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh my goodness, man, my family crazy. But anyway, I like the recent paint job behind you. Salute, man. It's the lights. Salute for it. Look, y'all want to hear something funny about Freddie? I showed him how to fucking become a ghost online. He was like, yo, man, I'm tired of people fucking finding me online. Can you help me? I was like, say less. All right, anyway. No, I don't have no chill with my mom. I'm always making jokes about her. She beat the fucking Grim Reaper like 3 times. So it's always like a Final Destination joke when she's around me. Like, yo, I can't be around you too long and shit. Because when death come knocking, I don't want to be nowhere around your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because she can get tombstoned at any minute. You know what I'm saying? At any minute. And it would be just. It would be like, well, we tried to get your ass 3 times now. You've been ducking us like a goddamn bill collector. So now the Grim Reaper gonna tombstone her. But she resilient as fuck. And shout out to saying, hey, this is not for sympathy, just supporting the channel. Whatever you decide, we'll support you. If you vibe, just don't forget. Look, man, I'm telling you, the people who want me to vibe, they like, so this how they played it, right? We talking. Oh shit, working man podcast. Look, oh my goodness. All right, look. Let me get to saying it, then I'm gonna get to working man podcast. So here's how they played it. They like, look, you like live streaming? What you need to do to your live streams is cut them up and put more editing with them, whatever. But they don't know that I'm not a full-time content creator. I got a limited amount of time, and when I got my daughter, I got even less. That's what they like. Do VODs, cut up your YouTube, cut up your live streams, and edit over top of them. That's kind of like the best of both worlds. And they even found me like an editor. They even found like a team for me. It's like, here you go. Have at it. So we'll see with the whole VOD thing. I don't know. I like the audience. I like the live interaction. And shout out to the baby, the Working Man podcast for the BMT fund, guys. This is the Baby Mama Terrorist fund. This is going to go straight to, when they come from Coach Gang members, They understand me. I've been a little bit more forthcoming with my story with Coach Gang because it's it's a collective of guys talking about family stuff. Where most men are divorced and most men are paying child support. Most men been through the ringer, like myself, and I'm still going through the ringer, which is like fucking. When I tell you, I was my life was set on fucking easy streak, and then this shit is just another roadblock. But salute to the Working Man Podcast. I don't even know. He got like 2 channels. Welcome to Normieville and the Working Man Podcast. I think I like Welcome to Normieville better, but follow them both, especially on Instagram. They funny. If you into like, what's going on currently with, pop culture, you Diddy. What was the last post we talked about? I don't know. I'll be messaging them sometimes. But salute to the Working Man Podcast. Salute to you, Coach Gang in the building.
And that's you.
But anyway, guys, about my mama, don't say, look, my mama can get tombstoned at any goddamn time. And shit would be like, you can't even be mad at it. You like, well, she had 3 strokes. They had to fucking pull out the defibrillators on her ass. It was like, clear, like, boom, bringing her back. And like, even when I went to go see her, she was in like fucking hospice care, like, hospice recovery and shit. Like, it's like you might die here, but you might not. You know what I'm saying? You might survive. And even then I'm like, God damn, how did you smoke crack for the majority of your life, weed, have 3 strokes, and still survive? And then I had another coworker who just had 1 heart attack and he gone. Found out today, gone. 42 years old, gone. And I'm just like, damn, man, he looked in shape. Where was his fucking family at? Oh, shit. Melissa.
Can't you get it through your thick skull that I'm broke? Dead, flat, stony, broke. See? I've got $3.85 in my purse.
Yo, look, man, I fucking love y'all. For real, man. And like, y'all get me on my like emotion train. I've officially lost my best friend. I've already lost him early on, but he's officially like done to me. He's about to be hosting my ex at his house. I was like, what?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
He like, well, she's friends with my wife and we have like this event that we normally would do or whatever. And I'm like, you about to host it? He's like, yeah, man. I was like, dog, it's I can't be rocking with you and kikiing in this bitch face that be, robbing my ass. So anyway, it's over for him. But like Melissa, she remembered that soundbite. I've only played it like twice. Man, salute to you, Melissa. And we were talking about you. Me and friends were talking about you. How you be kicking these motherfuckers' backs in. And Melissa, guys, if you don't know, she always sends me long emails with like factual stuff. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, I know, man. That was my dog for like 10 years. It's kind of hard to forget him, I'm like, when I tell you that was my dog, I'm talking like, this is my dog. like we sitting in a fucking 10x10 sale grinding, trying to make our, $1 out of 15 cents. But, his wife chose and ain't shit I could do. And I can't rock with that. Like, how are you, like, you can't like put your foot down and be like, nah, man, we can't have her in the house. And what he don't realize is that his wife supporting my wife and what she's doing to me, should he get divorced, he's going to go through everything that my wife or ex-wife is putting me through. He don't see it like that. He think that she's going to be different. And I'm just like, okay, man, well, maybe she is. Maybe she not. Maybe I'll be married for forever. We'll see when them kids get older. But shit's crazy, man. So it's tombstone for him. But man, it's fucking life. Life is crazy. But anyway, guys, that's not a friend for, I know, right? I was just like, he was like, when you gonna come over? And he sent me like these dates and it's so stupid. I'm just like, oh man, I'm not coming over. I'm not coming to Friendsgiving anymore. I'm not coming to Rumfest anymore. I'm not doing all that shit I used to do. Because I can't rock with that. I can't mentally. I'm not there to just overlook the fact that you hanging out with my ex-wife, laughing like she ain't just fucking robbed me. I just can't do it. Sorry, because I would never do that to him. I would never be like, no, I'm like, yo, but it don't matter now. It's over. So, anywho, that's my life update. Maybe I'll delete this last fucking 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get this shit out here. Let me be done. Well, how'd y'all get me fucking venting? I rarely ever vent. It's just been like, I don't know. It's been tough. Not tough. Like, guys, I'm not about to tombstone myself. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool on that. It's just like, it's annoying. Okay. It's like, here we go again. Now I gotta maneuver my money and shit. And I'm just like, fuck. I'm like, anywho, I wish someone was divorced that I could really talk to that's going through it. So I'll be talking to Coach Gang. Bro, my mom tried to nickel and dime my dad during the divorce. Hey, man, I know. How'd you know, like, see, this is the thing, right? I could build an audience of divorced men if I really, really wanted to go down that hole, but it's very dark. You know what I'm saying? It's very fucking dark. And when you go down that rabbit hole, you're going to attract everyone with fucking horror stories. Horror stories. I'm telling you, I've seen men homeless because of divorce. Just homeless. I've seen men walking fucking streets with signs because of divorce. And people tell me, stay away from divorce content. It's not good. And I'm like, I know it's not good, but I be wanting to educate people. It's like I'm in like this crossroads with content. Twitch makes me more money. Power Rangers I have more passion for. Divorce I'm so entrenched with, I'm so knowledgeable of. It's like, where do I go? Do I create a channel for all three? I just don't know. I'm divided. But Power Rangers is tomorrow, guys. And hopefully we get this interview and we talk to Keith Gibbs and we get to learn a little bit more about him. And it's the legal fees, right? Really, Brent knows the legal fees are fucking brutal. That's what's eating up all my money. Like, how many of y'all got like 30,000 just laying around? Just like, oh, can you put it in a dumpster fire? No? All right, I didn't think so. Well, I just did that. Put 30,000 in a fucking dumpster fire. Just for nothing. And only to have to put more into it. And I was at 25, but I just paid my retainer, which was like 4,500 today. I was like, God damn. I was like, God damn. And, it's just, I just hate it. So, anyway, not to blow on legal fees. Well, welcome to my life. So imagine that. So it's like, people like, you haven't taken a vacation. I was like, just when I was about to take a vacation, this shit happened. So, all right, guys, that's me ranting for 30 minutes unhinged. Hopefully your takeaway is not to get married. 30K invested would have been so, bro. You know what I could have done with 30,000? 30,000 over like 2-3 years, like $10,000 a year in legal fees. Plus, I got a possible $50,000 judgment that may or may not go in my favor. And that's the thing. So, like, legally, what's going to happen is we have to argue if she can just take the money out of retirement. And the judge has to say, nope, you're going to take the money out of retirement. You agreed to the retirement, you take it out of retirement. But if the judge disagrees, right? Judge disagrees with my argument, and I could post all my legal docs and say, no. So whatever money I've spent fighting to keep the money coming out of my retirement is gone. And then I would have to argue, we would have to re-argue the settlement, which can eliminate the complete settlement altogether. So, but if I win, then I'll have some serious leverage. So let's just say I win and say, hey, keep the money out of my retirement. I could use that as leverage, right? Because right now I have zero fucking leverage. I've had zero leverage throughout this whole divorce. Being a breadwinner fucking sucks. So here we go, right? I'm explaining to you. If I win and she has to take money out the retirement, I can say, I know you in a bind, and I want to help you, and I'll give you some cash, but you're gonna have to take less of my retirement. And that's what the argument. If I win on this one, it'd be the first win, and it'd be a big win, because then she'll cover my legal fees too. So that 4,500, come on back. So anywho, what is it worth to you? So you sound like my goddamn lawyer. You want to do a cost analysis? This is what divorce is all about, right? Oh, it goes. She wants $10,000. Going to trial cost you $20,000. You can still lose the $10,000. How about you just give her 10,000 and you can be out of here? What about that? That's the shit I fucking hate. Oh my God. What's worth more to me? I don't know. Whatever my lawyer tell me. I got like a bulldog lawyer. I went with like top fucking dog. I'm like, save me. I'm like, somebody save me. Save me, man. Save me. Kevin Costner's lawyers, bro. You think I can afford Kevin Costner's lawyers? God damn, I wish. Legacy of Nerd, man. I like Legacy of Nerd. He's doing it right. His channel is all Power Rangers. I'd be like, no, I cannot be all Power Rangers, but that's successful. Legacy of Nerd. So he knows about Kevin Costner's shit, but it is what it is. what Eric Pershall said, sauce with no seasoning.
Get your money up.
Comes out of the nowhere. Damn, sauce with no seasoning is a no-go. Love the channel, Henry. Keep going. Hey, Eric, how long have you been ninja watching? Where the hell you been at? Because I know everyone who watches the channel faithfully. I don't know the ninja watchers. But Eric, I appreciate you for coming forward, man. So I don't know how long have you been here? You came from JDF, you came from Twitch, XQC, you've come from, everyone has their jump on point where they discover my channel. And I wish like I knew everyone's jump on point. I cannot afford Kevin Costner's lawyers. There's no amount of super chats. But anyway, salute to Eric, salute to Dust, salute to everyone who contributed, the money still gets reinvested back in the channel. I can't tell you why legally anymore because I know she's watching. But all the money goes back to the channel, guys. I can't mix the funds. If I mix the funds, then everything becomes murky. So that's why I keep the YouTube funds separate from my bank account. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, that's my rant. I gotta create a thumbnail. I need to edit tonight. Maybe my editor can edit tonight. I'm so tired. I'm like mentally exhausted. But anywho, I wish you guys a great night. And hopefully tomorrow goes off as planned. I haven't checked my email. Let me check it. Let me see if I got something in my email. Real quick. You like, Henry, I thought it was over, god damn it. I'm like, look, man. When you doing this, you want to make sure things are there. No, I mean, I confirmed the time. That's all I could do, man. So anyway, like the stream on the way out. Salute to you guys. I mean, y'all want me to leave y'all with some JDF stuff since y'all here. What y'all want, the fall? April be like, fall. Give me the fall, please. Give me the fall. I want the fall. I want the fall. What do you guys want? I love how I'd be incorporating StreamYard in this. Y'all remember my ex? My ex right here. Right here.
Love of my life.
And her brother. Oh my goodness, man. We had so much fun on this. Remember the haters be looking at me like this. Oh man, it's just taking me back to all my elements, like all the elements I had for JDF. We love the fall. Okay, the fall it is. The fall it is. All right, guys, do me a favor. Like the stream. Be kind to each other. Stand on business. Not like ASJ, but stand on business. Mask in the fall. All right, let me remove myself. Uh-oh. Let me stop sharing. Let's get the fall on. Where we at? Salute to y'all.
Fall. It's been a while since I wrote. I'm sure at times everyone has moped. But this ain't me. I don't want to go back to where I was. All I could do is pray and hope. Shake it off, but when I do, my mind says, nope. I mean, how do I deal with this? How do I even cope? I don't want to slide, but it is a slippery slope. I'm struggling, I'm grabbing, I slip because I missed the rope. My emotions are overflowing like a waterfall. The words I speak are positive. Well, at least I think they are. Overall, with stress occurring regularly, it's too fast, it's a hand-side. Emotions are throwing like a curveball, but how can you even breathe when the air feels like ethanol?
I mean, I want to fight back my mind. I want to brawl, but when I punch, I'm on the ground. I mean, I see the takedown. I begin to sprawl, but I miss. All I can do is crawl. Then I disappear, I'm gone. And it's just me staring at the ceiling wall. I mean, people can see my pain. You can see it in my eyeball. The sun would shine, but the darkness moves in, becomes a rainfall. I'm all over the place, like a human pinball. So I delay and I begin to stall. Please, God, take my hand before I